they start talking, kill those little bastards. God. Satan, I'm gonna kill you. I kill babies. They go, I love you, Satan, as the baby beds, and they all run over and start drinking the blood and slurping, and they all have sex with each other, and they all start saying, Satan, kill me, because there's real satanic power killing babies, and this is their meal, their blood meal. Drink blood, kick the baby, and I got the physical will and power to kill this little kid. Satan! These people show that we kill our children, Satan! And people started running up, wow, I had sex with kids, and licking my face and hitting me. And I looked into the bleachers, and the people were just flopping around like, teach the children to chop their genitals off. Families are bad. People said, destroy the family. Hail Satan, hail Satan, hail Satan. You come to me, my child. Oh, yes, oh. Satan is under control. Power is mine. Who could disagree that we need to kill all the humans? We're a plague and a parasite. Kill everyone. Kill everyone. Teach the children to chop their genitals off. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like size it up? I'm gonna haul him up by chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up by chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast, and I'll tell them, oh, I killed a cow out back, baby. You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I'm ready. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. And that's why I want the globalists to know. I will eat your ass first. I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna get my hands around your throat.
Did you wash your hands? Why would I wash my hands? I've got a clean dick. Did you wash your hands? Wait, why would I wash my hands? You got a clean dick. You got a clean dick. You got a clean dick. I got it. What? What? It's over. It's over. Oh my God. B-A-L and the D. B-A-L. Fuck you. You wash your hands. Wait, why would I wash my hands? We got a queen dick. 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 Oh my god. We got a queen dick. I hate these stupid fucks. What is fucking happening, man? What is fucking happening? God, I hate this fucking shit, man. Makes me so mad. Okay. Let's keep going. B-A-L and the D. B-A-D. Fuck you. Fuck you. You wash your hands. Wait, why would I wash my hands? We got a queen dick. Queen dick. We got a queen dick. We got a queen dick. We got a queen dick. Oh my god. We got a queen dick.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. Tip me so I could catch up on back taxes, making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I want to have chill streams. No detractor memes. Bathroom breaks. Playing WWE. Relaxing chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like I'm getting my vibe back from 2017. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch there, 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. I'm the one who just filed for bankruptcy. I'm the one who didn't pay my taxes. I'm the one. Me. I'm the one who masturbated in front of children. I'm the one who got 4th place at Evo. I'm the one with a 10-year legacy. I'm the one. Me. 50 bitch here. 50 bitch there. 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, the condo fees, my mortgage, my taxes, my back taxes, my current taxes, my state taxes, my federal taxes, my tax attorney, my tax guy, my tax accountant, my bankruptcy lawyer, all of my credit cards, my new setup, and a new laptop, PS5, gin, bowl of ramen, WWE
champion. 9, 1. Come and talk to me, darling. Watch your gusto, walk with me, darling. We'll never be the match, por favor. That's a pina colada, I need one more. Yeah, lean for me, swing for me. Spin around like the barrel of a bean for me. You're keen for me, sing for me. You can't hide it, I know you got a thing for me.
So baby, grab your bag. Wait with your mate while I grab the jag. And you know I got the cash. Pick where you want, we can pop the tags. Live for the party, baby. Rack 10 shots of Bacardi, baby. Big bank, fast cars and a private jet. And I can do karate, baby. I don't know what they told ya. I shoot guns and I bunk your girl. Birds Birds up when I duck the police. My pint and my fag, I'm on top of the world. I don't know what they told ya. I shoot guns and I bong your girl. Birds up when I duck the police. My pint and my fag, I'm on top of the world.
Two-stepping in me espadrilles, strapped to the teeth and I'm dressed to kill. Looking sharp, baby, what's the deal? If your man pipes up, he connect the steel. Talking about a bing in your mouth, it'll take one shot, but I'll give him a brand. And I could even give him a tan, I'll leave him out on the beach with his head in the sand.
Chest there with my chain on the chest there. Feet up, glow trees in the deck chair. Clean cut with my Pinot Grigio. I ain't pissed yet, but you'll see when I get there. See me? I'm a big man, you're a TP, I'm a wigwam. You're a little string bean of a man with a pea for a brain and a hair's like a tin can. I don't know what they told ya, I shoot guns and I bong your girl. Birds up when I duck the police, my pint and my fag, I'm on top of the world. I don't know what they told ya, I shoot guns and I bong your girl. Birds up when I duck the police, my pint and my fag, I'm on top of the world.
Hello chat. There's not many of you in there tonight. It's a bit quiet tonight. Hey, I'll put some music on in the background. That'll do. How is everyone? All three of you that's in there. It's been a crazy week this week. And I have a lot to go over and I didn't have enough time to make a video because there was Christmas stuff I had to do. Let me just make sure this volume's alright. Yep. Oh, how's it going, CB? Nice to see you there. Oh, my viewers just jump up. How's it going, everyone in chat? Des, how's it going? CB, how's it going? Fuck me, it's hot in this house now. What about the heating on? It's fucking silly. Whew. Should be sweating this time of year. Fuck my dandruff. Oh shit. I need to trim my beard. Get some dandruff over here. I don't know if the chat's turning up on the it should be. Oh fuck, Streamlabs isn't doing what it's asked it to. I've been trying to change stuff up with the stream. I've been trying to fuck about with Streamlabs. Octavia, hey, where is everyone? How's it going, Octavia? No, it's been a bit of a quiet start tonight. Hopefully I'll pick up in a bit. YouTube notifications can suck ass sometimes. Can really suck ass. But I have some fun stuff tonight. So quite a steal from Iceland and I could quite a steal from Iceland, another from Asda in the past few days. Ooh, what'd you get? You know, we're smoking on that factions pack you get. How's it going? Yeah. The factions news just fucking nearly put a nail in the coffin this week. I've been laughing looking at Twitter this week. Has been great. I then subscribed from your channel again. Really? I've never noticed that because I don't see my subscriber count dropping, but I see it going up, even though I've been fucking lazy. Well, I've been lazy. I haven't had much time to make videos. My house has to be so quiet and not hear a pin drop for me to make a video because the microphone will just pick up everything, especially the type of room I've got. Yeah, so I've just been unlucky this week, which is shit because there was a lot to cover this week. Twitter has been a fucking gold mine this week. I will start with Astro Cyborg. I'll load that up. Fuck me, my Xbox controller going away. Ooh, yeah, bitch. Got a 2 24-pack cherry flavour Pepsi Max. £6. Immortals of Avium for... I seen that Immortals of Avium for like, or Avium, however you say it, like ridiculously cheap. I saw that so cheap. I was like, what the hell? Why is that? My daughter's getting it with her Xbox for Christmas, I think. They must be like desperate to just ship copies with that game or whatever. Oh, excuse me. For whatever reason. They must be desperate just to get the numbers high on that game rather than make a profit at the moment. I haven't played it. No idea if it's any good. I didn't hear anyone raving about it, but I didn't hear anyone shitting on it neither. So I don't know what the score is with that one. Yeah, my chat should be appearing on the screen, but it's not working. It's not working. Never gonna give up a play. Oh my god, it's been bloody hilarious. The funniest part of it was, so look at this. Reforge. Right, this turd, okay, made. No, it wasn't videos. Okay, so the news about that was funnier. Pepsi Max deal 6 quid and 2-pack 6 quid each. Whoa, that's still not bad. So I'm enjoying more. Oh, that's alright. As long as you're enjoying it for a £5, I'd enjoy any game really, to be fair. So this idiot here, he'd been talking. So when the Last of Us faction was cancelled, it wasn't this one. So his live, yeah, he decides to talk about Fortnite, Lego, and gaming in 2023, a review, instead of making, oh, instead of talking about how factions was cancelled, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Still listening to that guy on Twitter, Rick, the ponies was right. Oh, which one do you mean? Which one do you mean? Which one? Was it one I retweeted? I think I know which one you mean. Yeah, so this one just avoided the topic altogether, and he had enough time to fucking script out his silly monologue. Because all his President Jim Ryan, how's it going? 2023 really sucked for PlayStation, don't expect 24, 25. No, PlayStation's roadmap at the moment is shit. PlayStation is crashing at the moment. It's like, wow. And these ponies are huffing some fucking unbelievable amount of copium at the moment. It's beautiful. It genuinely is. Oh, there's so much to cover. And I wish, if I had all the time in the world, I wish I could have just made video after video this week, instead of playing video games. Because I gotta admit, I was playing video games as well when I had chances, on my Steam Deck and on my PC. What have you guys been playing? Anyway, you been playing anything new, anything good? Yeah, so we talked about Blade not being a scoop. We might cover this, but I want to go over the fucking the Last of Us Assault. It's just pure gold. Rick Astley for the new PlayStation boss. That'll be quality. Might get some good tunes out of it. I would like to watch that as well. This meme was great. I wanted to put this in the video as soon as I saw it.
That but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. But I am telling you.
Oh fucking hell! Ponies are getting memed on so much. It's just pure gold at the moment. Someone on Twitter tweeted saying that Sony had put the reveal trailer of Blade on their own YouTube channel, but if you click on the link, you get rickrolled. No, I haven't seen that. Send me that on Twitter. I want to see that. I don't care about the copyright. I don't fucking monetize my streams anyway. I've done some other things with. Fuck me. I'm gonna get a wireless mouse one day. Pisses me off. I tried things with Streamlabs, so if anyone does any like super chats, it should show up now. If I get a new subscriber, new member. What do you think of the Jimmy Neutron in the little corner there with a 1 million membership goal? I don't think everyone's going to get that reference, but the people that do get it are going to laugh. No. I know Astro's got a lot of stuff. I don't know. God, my controllers are getting in my way tonight. I had too much shit on my desk. No, can give you a bid. Yeah. Here we go. Mooch is one of them. I have to do this in order though. So it would start from the bottom, I'm guessing.
A lot of people in the chat that constantly keep.
Right.
You actually have to take a second to understand. There's a lot of people in the chat that constantly keep saying, "Well, 343 does it, and Respawn's doing it." I see people saying, "Aren't those teams a lot bigger than even Naughty Dog?"
And those teams know how to make multiplayer games. Like, say what you want about 343, right? You know, meme them to death. They are a multiplayer studio. Same with Respawn. They had to create a team to make a single player game, and they put the head of God of War 3 in there, right? Creative director or something like that in there. So, like, you know, they had to make a team to make Jedi Survivor. They're known primarily for multiplayer. So this is Naughty Dog's truly first attempt at a multiplayer, true multiplayer suite.
Well, no, not really, because it was supposed to be part of the actual game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure Factions was supposed to come out with Last of Us 2 like it did with Last of Us 1. Send you the link, but the account is... Oh, your account. Why? What have you done, CB? Get suspended. Should have used the Who's Crying Now. Oh, yeah, that would work. I'll have to look that up in a bit. Yeah, Naughty Dog have made a multiplayer before, and people actually liked it. I never tried it, so I couldn't say anything about it.
Naughty Dog don't want to be 343. Using 343 is a good and a bad example, and I will say it's a bad example trying to say, well, 343 can do it. But the reason why they're a good example is Naughty Dog don't want to be 343. All 343 does is Halo.
Exactly.
That's literally what they don't want. That's literally why they sent out that, you know, they informed us. Pretty much, we don't want to be 343. But we're stuck with the Last of Us faction perpetually. They want to make new games. They want to make new IPs, right?
Personally, I would rather Sony scrap the idea of doing live service games, especially with their bigger studios like Naughty Dog, Santa Monica. Let them studios just do single player, the stuff they're good at. Let those studios do what they're good at, and then let other studios do the multiplayer stuff. I would prefer that personally, because what Santa Monica did with God of War was fucking amazing. That Valhalla DLC is really good. I've actually put quite a few hours inside it. I'm really enjoying it. Reforge is saying that no one is buying BG3 on Xbox because of the top 5 best sellers on Xbox. Really? Oh, no, yeah, I did see that. I did see that clip.
I would say this. I personally think Bungie was a blessing, because I'll be honest, I think if they didn't buy Bungie, I don't think any of them would have realized the venture they would take. I think they would have been clueless. I think Bungie came in and said, I don't think you guys realize what it's going to take to get this game running. We're going to tell you. And then...
No. I don't think that's what happened at all. I honestly think the new, the guy that's replacing Jim Ryan has decided to go down the route of, like, how Nintendo does stuff. He's pulling away from these live service things because they know Sony hasn't got a chance in getting a foot in it properly. So they've got to compete with too many giants. So I think what's his name? Hiroki Tito? I can't say his fucking name. The new CEO of Sony is going against what Jim Ryan wanted. And he's going to sort of stick to single player stuff. That's my personal thoughts, but I can't say that. These guys are just fucking molding.
You're going to have to make a decision if that's what you really want to do. But don't think this is a simple multiplayer where you could just go, oh, we're going to do a little bit of this, and then you get to do your Last of Us 3, and then you're going to go back and do this. Nah, you do this, you sign a deal with the devil. We're just letting you know. And I think that's what happened. I think Bungie said, you guys think you have time for other IPs? Yeah, go ahead and keep thinking that.
It's a massive studio, so... Well, I think it's quite a big studio, so... I'm sure they could have separated the studio and worked on 2 games simultaneously. I don't think that... Yes, it would have slowed down production, but I think they could have done it. Don't forget the guy replacing Jim Ryan only... Oh, yeah, he is, He's not a permanent, but I think they might want to go for a Japanese CEO. back to where Sony should have been. Back to Sony's roots, I think. 'Cause I don't know who the fucking head guy in Sony is, but he might see PlayStation as purging money at the moment. I'm not too sure. I got a funny feeling they want to go back to doing what Sony are good at. You know, their single player. You know, fucking The Last of Us is the Uncharted, all them kinds of games. I think they want to pull out of the live service model. I don't blame them. Destiny, if free with all DLC, see, but one Epic Game Store will till next week. Oh, really? That's not actually that bad. Fucking Destiny and all this DLCs are expensive.
You go down this path, we're gonna tell you this is not right, this is not right, and this is what you need to do. And I think that's when Naughty Dog had a epiphany. Because think about it, they're saying, "Oh, we have this game done, but now we decided we don't do games as a service." You should have made that decision back in 2019 when they told you, "Hey, you got to do games as a service." Nah, we're not doing that because we're not trying to invest that much time. But guess what? They didn't know.
Yeah, he's got a point there. He has got a decent point there. To run it as a games as a service, they have to keep on top of that game. So yeah, I can see where they could have had a problem with it. That's the thing, they didn't forward think well enough. That's why it. But I honestly don't think Factions. I think Factions has been cancelled for longer than we know it has. I honestly think it's been cancelled for longer than we know it has.
Well,
So they couldn't say no in 2019. They had no idea what it truly meant to be a games as a service people. Not until Bungie came and they realized, holy shit.
Right.
We gotta sell our soul and our true children? Our soul's not enough?
Yeah, I don't want them to be
Make a
the Last
decision.
of Us studio either. I'm getting kind of overloaded on the Last of Us between this and the TV show and and the remasters. They're throwing a lot of the last
Okay, I can agree with that. They do want to fucking calm down with The Last of Us. Stop doing remakes. Stop doing do something new. Fair play. If they're not going to do this live service Factions, then do something new. At least bring up a new IP. Fucking think differently for a change, not just do The Last of Us or Uncharted. It's getting boring now. They need to make a new game.
Do you think they'll? Do you think we'll see a Factions 2, much like we saw the original Factions from The Last of Us Part 1 back on the PS3 days? Do you think they'll throw something in there on The Last of Us 3 as I don't know, maybe even just as a fanfare, something to say, you know what, listen, we messed up. We said we were going to do this. To throw that in there and have it in that fashion as much work as they put into it, Spawn, I think they could do that and still throw that in as a regular multiplayer, not as a games as a service.
Yeah, I think that's a fun idea.
Actually, that's not a bad point. If they just put it in as a regular multiplayer, like the Factions 1, okay, fair enough. I can agree with that.
For Last of Us Part 3. I mean, really, if they had planned this a bit better, they probably could have got it into The Last of Us Part 2, the remaster that's coming up to start next year. If they looked and thought, oh, wow. Okay.
I think that's what the plan was, but instead they're giving them this roguelike mode. So, I said it before, I think Griffin said it as well. This Last of Us 2 update or remaster is just remnants of what The Last of Us Factions was going to be. It literally is just a skeleton of that, which was supposed to be packaged with Factions. So yeah.
Okay, because I feel like they could have figured it out that games as a service would soak up so much of their time just by looking at what Bungie had become after leaving Microsoft. They're just the Destiny studio. That's all they are.
Yeah.
They're gonna, I guess, also become the Marathon studio. We'll see how that goes. But they have north of 1,000 people working there still after the layoffs, I believe.
1,100, sir.
And
they still have 1,100 people there. Shit, that's a lot of people. I mean, the fucking Bungie team is massive then. I can see where Sony's funds are going. I can see exactly where Sony's fucking money's going to feed that studio and that game.
they're the Bungie studio with 1,100 people, and Naughty Dog just grew to, I think, somewhere between 400 and 450 employees now, something like that. So to me, that says, yeah, you're going to be probably hiring just to support this thing when it comes out. And I feel like we think about development times a lot when we come down to how long between releases we have to wait. But
Ooh. Right, what else have we got?
Creators we can talk about. We'll have it. We as the gamers benefited nothing from the Bungie purchase. We get nothing out of it. Nothing. Other than a conversation, maybe us content creators, we could talk about it. But as a gamer on the PlayStation 5, we got nothing out of this deal.
Well, stop, P-Rock. I'm not. As of today, P-Rock. You're correct. But stop and think about it for a second. Destiny makes a good amount of money. It doesn't make the money that like Call of Duty does. But think about it. Right now, Activision cost Microsoft $69 billion. Those games are still on PlayStation. So
yes, that means PlayStation's feeding Xbox money at this moment. So anyone that buys Call of Duty on PlayStation, there's a percentage of that money that has to go to Xbox. Which it's stupid. Like this is why Call of Duty would never leave PlayStation behind. Well, this is why Xbox would never pull Call of Duty away from PlayStation, because it makes too much money until the time comes where the console, if it starts slowing down, say if Xbox turns around and starts selling more units than PlayStation, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
But you know what? I would say, but at least them, they get to get their shit on Game Pass, so they get something out of this.
Well,
we get nothing.
Well,
Like
now hold on a
nothing.
second, P-Rock. Hold on a second. I'm not saying that won't happen, but we don't know to the extent of what that would happen. We don't really know, right? They may put the new Call of Duties in the higher tier Game Pass only. We don't know what Microsoft.
What? There's no higher tier Game Pass. What the fuck is he going on about? Is there a higher tier Game Pass? I know there's a Ultimate, but that's just to have it on multiple devices. If you just buy the lowest tier, you still get everything that's on Game Pass. Oh, I'm sure you do anyway.
Microsoft has planned. They even came out and said, listen, we will have Game Pass information when it comes to Call of Duty. Will all the old games go in there? Sure. But we don't know what their plans are moving forward with the Call of Duties and how they're going to act as it goes in. You may be very well correct. It goes into Game Pass. But just because you're an Xbox owner doesn't mean you're a Game Pass subscriber. So maybe that does nothing for those Xbox gamers, right? So it's not necessarily the same. I'm saying to you right now, when they made that purchase for $3 billion, they've got the money that's coming in from PC.
They overspent. That's what they did. They well overspent for Bungie. And now Bungie's just sinking into Sony. But Bungie's a shell of what it was. Sony's going to gobble it all up, and it's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be Bungie anymore. Well, I don't know if they're still going to label it on the games, but... it's not looking good for them at the moment with all the layoffs and how everything's turning out in Sony. I think Alex made a great video on that one.
The Xbox, PlayStation, that money's coming into SIE right now. That's great. But you also have the IP they're working with. And if this happens to be where they falter and it does go back to Sony, Sony could capitalize on what would be a Destiny 3 in air quotes. Who knows what they're working on in the future. And if that's only on PlayStation and on PC, the Great Gaming Forte was on this very show with many of his other Destiny players that love that game. And they literally said that they would play it on Xbox Series X because that's where their friends are. If you could only play Destiny 3 moving forward on PlayStation 5 or PC, they may play on PC.
That's not going to happen. Destiny will stay on Xbox. Sony aren't stupid neither. They want the money from the Xbox players as well as PC players, as well as the players on their own consoles. They're not going to pull it off there, are they? I mean, come on now. And they'd be fucking stupid if they did, because that's a hell of a revenue stream to lose.
But if they're console folks, they would make the move to PS5. And Destiny does kind of have that lure, that pull.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, though. That's literally the only benefit we would get if Sony takes control of Bungie.
Right, that's the only way.
But
right,
up until that point, we get nothing.
Dude, they better
There's
hold
nothing.
it, but
You could be a PS Premium subscriber on PlayStation. You get nothing.
Yeah, but like purchases,
they better hold, but
take time.
They get nothing.
Time to see some.
At least Porter can admit that. Oh, where's the JTech Cope? I will go over that one in a minute. Oh, MBG's another one. MBG's video is actually quite funny to watch. This music is from Hades. I've been playing Hades a lot recently. It's funny. No, it's going to have to be Salt Hunter. You know Salt Hunter's got it all. Where... Oh. This is an old one, I think.
Dog, where you at?
Oh my god, yeah.
You promised news for factions.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's from Alex's video. But I remember having that on when on one of my old videos, I think. What the hell was that after? Oh, the PlayStation showcase thing. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Started the second part of Scarlet Violet expansion. I'm not a Pokemon fan. I kind of wish I was, because I know Pokemon fans love Pokemon games. I've never been a Pokemon fan. And I feel like I'm missing out sometimes, but I just can't get into it. Oh my god, have you guys seen the whole Mighty Keith and Frit drama? It's fucking amazing. Some Xbox pulls card at a PS blog. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, it will be a big loss of revenue. They'll never pull out. They'll put it on Nintendo as long as the fucking Switch, well, Switch 2 or whatever it is can run it. They'll stick it on there. You're not doing a great business if you're not just sticking it everywhere. It's not you I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. These guys post a lot on Twitter today. Well, where's the JTech stuff? This is funny.
Pandering to that. So people are going to read this. Well, okay. That means they're just going to focus back to single player narrative games. That's what I want. That's what I always wanted them to do anyway. Oh, no problem for me. This is great news to me. A bunch of you bald bozers are going to say that. I sure. Oh, I didn't want this anyway. Back to single player games, which is great. Dick suckers.
Yeah. He's right. But at the same time, yeah. Naughty Dog should just go back to doing what they're good at.
Accusing me of? What's Mercurial saying? Or did Mercurial get timed out? If bad news comes up for Xbox, the pivot is immediate no matter what has happened.
I don't remember what that was for. Oh, where's the JTech stuff? Fuck. One Sultan, so I know you've got it there. I don't want to have to sieve through JTech's video again. Oh, yeah.
And then they said, well, you know what? We'd rather make single player games.
Xbox will make some ABK stuff exclusive. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they'll make some of it, but not the big money makers. Anything that's going to get a lot of players and all the big money makers, they're just going to just go, yeah, we want to rake in as much of that as possible. To be fair, I don't blame them. Jesus, that's my stomach, boys.
Fuck this, we out. So fuck them 5 years. I told y'all, bruh. The more that we keep accepting.
Oh no, hang on, I got this the wrong way around. Here's number one.
Starting to look at, hey, if we put this game on Game Pass and we release it day and date, we still see that there's a lack of sales from PlayStation. And I think they're understanding that when they announce a Game Pass deal, we don't buy the game either. So I think a lot more developers going into 2024 are gonna.
Well, I played Hades on Game Pass originally, and then when it went off Game Pass, I bought it on Steam. So Game Pass kind of does work. If you're enjoying the game a lot, just end up buying its keep. You can Frit. Did you see him Frit? Yeah, yes, I saw it, and J-Dub was just like, "Look at this fucking clown putting a picture of my tweet up." I think it was class. To be honest with you, I was pissing myself laughing once I saw Frit with the printout of it in his hand on Twitter. I knew exactly what he was going to do. And I was in fucking tears. I was just like, I hope he puts it in his video, and he did. Just got me. And Jada was fucking proper crying about it.
Stop putting games on Game Pass because of that very reason. Frostbite. Oh, fuck!
What's going on?
The Last of Us factions just got canceled.
Are you serious? What? Damn.
I mean, what did I say? I said this is the last week for business. Shit goes down. I knew it. Wow. I said, let me just.
Bodie's down bad at the moment. They're getting bad news after bad news at the moment. And they just can't accept it. And J-Dub is J-Dub's fucking weird. And in some instances, remember, what was it? The Xbox showcase at the beginning of the year when he was with Iron Lord's podcast. That was funny. That was fucking hilarious. He just sat through the whole stream, dead-eyed through all of it. Didn't say a fucking word. And to be fair, it was quite funny. How's it going, Biscuit? I heard J-Scrub is looking dumb after the past 5 years. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. The thing is, all the PlayStation fanboys are, oh, well, all of them on Twitter. Anyway.
Just wait until 8 o'clock. Let me wait until 8 o'clock. Let me wait until 8 o'clock. Frostbite, I'm checking the red alert right now. I know that I can trust you. I know you know, I believe in you, bro. I'm like, wow, bro. Wow.
That is so sad, bro. Fuck. Dude, I didn't have much of a dog in that fight because I never played the original. And I'm not a fan of Last of Us like that or whatever. But, like, at the same time, though, that's sad, man.
Come on, PlayStation. I need to know what happened. What the fuck really happened? What happened, bro? What the fuck happened? What did they do? I'm not buying.
I don't know. I don't know how they still thought that this game was going to come out. I've known for ages that they've cancelled this game. I've just had it in the back of my head that I knew this was going to come forward. And these guys are just holding on hope that it wasn't going to be true. I think when after they announced it in the Game Awards last year, was it? Or they had a showing of it in the Game Awards last year. I knew not long after that, they're not going to carry on working on it. 2022 is the year of Xbox L's, and 22, fucking hell, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I think PlayStation's going to keep taking L's for it. The only W they've had this year, PlayStation, is putting out that free update for God of War Ragnarok. I honestly think Santa Monica Studio did that for free to sort of like, when they did it, they sort of kicked Naughty Dog while they were down, which made me laugh because they're like, right, Naughty Dog are going to charge £10 or $10 for the same kind of thing, and Santa Monica Studio's like, yo, look at this, it's a free DLC for you, go and have some fun. And in all fairness, it's a roguelike, which you get hours of gameplay there. And on top of that, they put quite a decent story on top of it as well, to sort of carry on the story. So, it's not mandatory to know that part of the story, but they've done cool, like, Kratos lore and stuff like that. It's really, really good. So for me to say I'm enjoying it, well, it must be pretty decent then.
I will not be buying the Last of Us new shit. I'll get it for what is that $10 upgrade?
Oh, that means he was going to pay full price for Last of Us Remastered, Last of Us 2 Remastered. No.
I will not be buying the Last of Us new shit. I'll get it for what is that $10 upgrade? I will not be buying the whole thing.
What do you mean? Even if you own the game, I don't think you even get the choice to buy it again. What? Unless you're just gonna buy it on disc.
Like I like you put your time and effort to a remaster, but you won't fucking do the multiplayer. What is the whole fucking point? I know the new guy does not like this multiplayer strategy. I know he does not like games as a service. I know he does not like PC ports. I'm cool.
That's he's got a point there. I was afraid of this. This new guy is proper gonna take the Nintendo model, and I don't think he wants to go for PC ports neither. And I was like, I hope he doesn't go down that route. I really just hope he doesn't go down that route. It will be proper shit.
Cool with him not liking PC ports. I'm cool with him not liking much of games as a service, but bro,
I don't know what place was doing
do
when
you
it came to
understand that nobody on PlayStation is gonna really trust Naughty Dog going forward? They fuck their trust. Do you understand that nobody on PlayStation is gonna really trust Naughty Dog going forward? They fuck their trust up with their fans.
Yeah, dude.
When they did
I don't
something
know
like
what
this,
they-
because we all knew it was a possibility.
I know. How do I blow up that?
Bro, all they had to do was fucking make the game quite similar to the original. And there you have it. People would have loved it. Just transition and a lot more new players would have came.
Stupidity at its fucking.
But no, they want to try to do all this extra shit, make it way all grand and shit, be all ambitious, and now look.
I
what it
mean,
is.
you know, Naughty Dog is not in. It has not been in a best position in the court of public opinion, whether you're PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or just a weird troll on the internet. So it's not a good thing. They also did not put they
Jesus fucking speak, man. Say what you want to say. I can't understand what he's trying to say here because he just doesn't know when to get his words out. Fucking worse than me when I've been fucking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Jesus Christ. Get your words out, boy.
locked everybody out from leaving a comment on their Twitter post. So they made the post, but they locked the comment. And they made the link go to their site. So they didn't even say what was going on. All they said is an update on The Last of Us Online.
Oh yeah, it was funny the way they did that actually. An update in The Last of Us Online, and they just put a link there and muted the comments. I'll show
Bro,
you guys.
now they finna have some.
So they gonna have a lot of heat, bro.
Bro, they about to have a lot of bunch of weirdos and sickos sending them death threats and shit. Like
we
emails and
realize
all
many of you have been anticipating news around the project that we've been calling The Last of Us Online. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. We've been calling that Factions. No one called it Last of Us Online. Stop lying. There is no easy way to say this, but we've made the incredible, difficult decision. No, it wasn't. To stop developing on that game.
They haven't been developing it for a long time. I think they started development possibly 2 years ago, and they stopped it not long after a year. That's my prediction. No way they spent time and resources on it, or not that much anyway. This is why I think it's not been in development for a long time, and now they've decided, oh, no, fuck it, this is too hard. We'll stop it, and then we'll let the ponies know afterwards.
Again, it seems like all the rumors, all the reports were true, that they were gonna get rid of it.
Bro. Well,
let me read this last part. They said, we know this news will be tough for many, especially our dedicated The Last of Us Factions community who have been following our multiplayer ambitions ardently.
Today, Junior. Jesus Christ. What else have we got?
We're ready. Again, stuck up shit.
Right.
Cause you claiming you can't fucking do it. You did it with The Last of Us 1. You did it with multiple Uncharted games. You did really
I think
good.
he skipped one here. Let's go to his comments properly. Here we go. Oh, he skips to 5. Okay.
Right.
Cause you claiming you can't fucking do it. You did it with The Last of Us 1. You did it with multiple Uncharted games. You did really good, as well as working on single player games in the fucking process. You did fucking great. That is bullshit. That's a lame ass excuse. Talking about you can't do both. You've done it.
It's weird, bro. That's why they didn't have to go so grand with the shits, bro. It could have been just another little Factions game like the first one.
You know what it is? All hands on deck for Last of Us Part 3.
Okay. That's a new one. That is not all hands on deck for fucking Last of Us Part 3. More like the TV show. Because they probably got more people watching the TV show than they ever did playing the game. And that's probably true. Because there's a lot of normies out there just going, oh, what's this? I'll watch this. On top of the people that played the game that are going to watch it. So, pray Sony carries on with the PC ports because it means so yeah, that's true. But I do think this new CEO is more like, you know, operates how Nintendo does. I don't know if what JTech was saying was anywhere near true, but I just got this gut feeling that he wants to proper like turn Sony into Nintendo, and I wouldn't blame him in a way because Nintendo, fuck, they don't struggle without PC ports and stuff. Nintendo sells like fucking more than any of the other two consoles, so maybe he wants to try that model, but he's got to remember the cost of putting out these, you know, high production games. Unless he's willing to sacrifice the high production and go for more AA sort of indie style games, which I wouldn't mind because a lot of them games are really good.
That's what it really is. That's really what it is, bro. That's really what the fuck it is.
That is a fucking cope and a half. Just hoping that it's for factions, for Last of Us Part 3. That's an amazing cope.
And the new IP, whatever they're making, that other IP as well. But yeah, that's sad.
Did you see Synthetic dipshits take on Fallout TV series? No. Oh, he probably called it woke and all kinds of shit. Guaranteed he did. I think Griffin will follow suit after. I like Griffin, but he is turning into Synthetic Man just slowly. He's going a bit too crazy with the woke shit. Which, yeah, rightfully so, a lot of it needs to be called out, but at this moment, the word is starting to piss me off. It's getting spread around too much. I think it's lost all meaning at this point.
Crazy. Dude, yeah, you know what else is funny? The fucking devs that did that game the scam before, they had an opportunity to capitalize on all this shit, but they fucked their game over too. So like,
oh, that was fucking pure scam.
Oh well. Somebody else to make a Last of Us type clone game.
They talking about they have more than one ambitious single player game. Okay, and we can't wait to share more about what comes next when we're ready.
I hope it's not another Uncharted or another Last of Us. Fucking stop being boring, Naughty Dog. Bring something new to the table. Try and make something different with your third-person action adventure games. Try and fucking just make something a little bit different. Take some risks. I would rather see someone take a few risks and maybe something good comes out of it and maybe something bad comes out of it. But if they want to make a similar type game, like, they've got to change the mechanics somehow. Because they are getting... I'll say their games are really well done. They run well on the PlayStation, but fuck, they need to change it up somehow because their games just play the same. All of them do. You play Uncharted and then you play The Last of Us, they more or less play the same, except in Uncharted you can climb, and that's about it. But the formula needs to change. And plus, I'm just really getting fed up of the third-person camera where your character always feels stiff. I'd rather it be like the Dark Souls style third person where your left thumbstick will rotate the character 360 instead of the camera rotating the character. I really don't like that. It makes the character feel really stiff. You know, I've got a bad back and I can move faster than half of these fucking game characters.
Again, stuck up shit talking about when we're ready. Nigga, give us a times table. You
Give
just
us a
fucking
times
canceled your
table.
multiplayer. You cancel your fucking multiplayer. You talking about we have a lot of games, but you got nothing to show.
You got nothing in 2024. Ooh, I can't wait till the next state of play. I can't wait till the next state of play because it's just going to be trash. It is going to be shit.
How the fuck can Hello Games show us something? And you are bigger than them. I'm not understanding the dynamic between third party and indies at this point in time. I feel like indies are going above and beyond third parties. It is a weird fucking future we're going into.
Yeah, indie
where I
dev,
can
yeah,
trust the
sure.
indie dev more than I can trust you.
Yep. I agree. Indies are really coming up. This is their time to shine. And with all these third-party companies fucking up, they have something to capitalize on. Like, for real.
They so lucky that they telling people we can upgrade for $10 because after this bullshit, ain't nobody buying that shit for. Not let me.
Okay. That was number 5. End of chapter
Fucking,
1.
Time and resources toward that game.
I'm gonna be honest. Eventually, all of this stuff is gonna come out, and we're gonna get to see concept and hidden videos and pictures and shit, and it might hurt us more because it probably look really good.
That's possible. That is definitely a possibility. But I think they didn't hardly have shit ready at all for this game. I bet it was like still in.
I don't know.
Over concept.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, they had jack shit. That's why you only saw concept art.
Man, because when stuff get leaked out, we may have to resort to like walking back what we're saying. So I think you should wait. Because I've seen games that we never even knew were gonna be a thing, and they got fucking leaked after they were canceled, and it was a lot to look at. There was like this first person. I think it was a first-person Avengers game or a first-person Transformers game that was canceled, and then a lot of details came out.
Oh, there's never been a good Transformers game. They've all been terrible. I've played one before. I've played a couple of them. They're not what you want from a Transformers game. It's fucking awful.
The whole gameplay trailer and everything. It was canceled like 10 years, 20 years almost, bro. So yeah, you never know. You never know how far.
Never know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because like with the Wolverine shit, like you would think that there's really nothing to show because they haven't shown us a gameplay teaser. They showed us a cinematic teaser, but they didn't show us a gameplay teaser.
Yeah, I don't know if Wolverine will come out next year. I highly doubt it though. I highly doubt it. Oh, what the fuck? That's number 4. Oh, he's mixed them all up. Tit. Chapter 2, enjoy. What the fuck? Right, never mind him. Like, who else have we got? We got Porter Rock. Oh, we've got Dreamcast guy. Oh, just look at his face. Oof. Let's hear it, Dream Boy guy.
Bruce Dreamcast guy here, talking today about The Last of Us because some very baffling breaking news is currently coming out. The Last of Us Online.
See, this is the only picture we've seen of Last of Us factions online, or whatever the fuck they wanted to call it. About the Transformers games, Activision. Oh. How's it going, Sector? You get those face from doing too much meth. Probably. He must do a lot anyway. I don't know how the fuck he has so much time to play games as he says he does, which I don't think he does, and it's been proven recently. He goes to the gym a lot, which fair play to him. He's actually got quite a good physique, but it ain't gonna fix that face, boy. He has too much time on his hands. Meth starts rotting your teeth. Oh yeah, his teeth are fucked up as well. It's sad, bro. Oh, I bet. CB, what the fuck you doing redacting messages? You having a spasmo with your keyboard there?
Standalone multiplayer project that's being talked about now for the last 3 years has just officially been canceled.
Oh, I bet he's so upset about it. I bet he's so upset about it. Just like the rest of the ponies. PlayStation's got nothing to show you at all. What else did they show at the Game Awards? Oh, Final Fantasy 16 DLC. I don't know when that's coming out. There was something from Final Fantasy 16 on the Game Awards day, wasn't there? I'm sure there was.
And I want to take a look at their statement because this to me is just completely shocking. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I was actually currently working on my office, so I'm sorry that I'm wearing my casual clothes instead of my typical shirt, but...
I mean, the ones that Microsoft now technically have the publishing rights to. Oh! You mean the Transformers games? I see. Possibly. I don't know. I just remember the last one I played, it just wasn't enjoyable.
You can see here.
Which is a shame, because I think you can make it really good. Like, I wouldn't want it to be exactly like Armored Core 6, but, you know, that type of style, but Transformers would be really cool. Just found your stream and YouTube recommendations from Shaz. 86 channel. I always appreciate more Pony Salt streams. Oh, nice one, dude. Got some. Oh, cheers. Thank you very much. I do my best, and YouTube never notifies anyone about my fucking streams anyway, so it's hard work sometimes. Yeah, my finger kept slipping for the reason. Hey, Baron Grodd, how's it going, my brother? How's it going? You've been missing. Where's Jacob? Jacob's fucking... I even told Jacob what time I'm streaming in his own time zone, and he still didn't make it. Unless he's there lurking in the background and falling asleep or something.
Here, I just saw this tweet a minute ago. It says an update on The Last of...
I love how they just... No one could reply to this, except for accounts that Naughty Dog mentioned could only reply. That was a fucking dick move, but everyone could quote tweet it on 2.5k quote tweets, and I'm guessing he did this video pretty quick. I'd like to see those quote tweets by now. I might actually check that up in a minute.
Of Us Online. Now, typically, if you post something at 6 p.m. on a weeknight, it's because you don't want people talking about it. So this is some pretty impressively bad news. Also, they've disabled all replies. Probably not good. So I've not actually read this. We're going to be looking at this for the first time together. This is from the official Naughty Dog website, an update on The Last of Us Online. We realize that many of you have been anticipating news around this project.
No, I haven't. I mean, I would have played it if it was free to try it out, but otherwise I wasn't interested in it. Not at all.
That we've been calling The Last of Us Online. There's no easy way to say this. We've made the difficult decision to stop development. Holy, what? This is just baffling. We know...
This is just baffling. He's saying that as if he's surprised. Like, dude, you know what's happened anyway. You've just told us. What the fuck?
This news will be tough for many, especially our dedicated Last of Us factions community who have been following our multiplayer ambitions ardently.
Literally, that's just every fanboy on Twitter. Those are the only people that have been following it. So you've got, what, 2,000, 3,000 dedicated fanboys, and that's all you're getting. Mind you, there might be a few more than that online as well.
We're equally crushed at the studio as we were looking forward to putting it in your hands. We wanted to share with you some background as to how we came to this decision. Okay, so this is incredibly fascinating. I'm curious as to how they came up with it because, honestly, there were leaks of the multiplayer. It was definitely in a playable state. Maybe it didn't have enough money.
No fucking way it was in a playable state. Not a chance. They literally put some bullshit together from the main game, jumbled it around and then realized what it's going to take to actually keep this game rolling for the next few years, and they went, nah, fuck it, but we'll tell them in about a year when they'll be less upset about it. But no, ponies are always going to be upset about bad PlayStation news, and then people like me, and us in the chat can all laugh at them because of the things they said.
Microtransactions and battle passes, but I'm already making bad jokes. Let's actually see what they said. The multiplayer team had been in pre-production with this game since we were working on The Last of Us Part 2. Now, we knew that. They'd actually released statements at the time. Originally, this multiplayer was going to be Factions 2, and it was going to be connected to The Last of Us Part 2. We wanted to craft an experience that we felt was unique and had tremendous potential. As the multiplayer team iterated on their concept for The Last of Us Online during their time, their vision crystallized. The gameplay got more refined and satisfying, and we were enthusiastic about the direction that we were headed. Okay.
That is 100% bullshit quote. So, as I say, as the multiplayer team iterated on the concept of The Last of Us Online, during this time, their vision crystallized and the gameplay got more refined and satisfying. As we know, this is the part where it stopped. Concept. That's the part it stopped at. I genuinely think this game was nowhere near even just past the beginning phase. Nowhere near it.
Okay, so this all sounds positive so far. Where's the big but? In ramping up to full production, the massive scope of our ambition became clear. To release and support The Last of Us Online, we'd have to put all of our studio resources behind supporting it post-launch with content for years to come.
Yeah, it does like someone asked ChatGPT to make it. But the thing is, the weird thing about it is it's not even signed by, like, you know, Neil Cuckman, anyone like that. So it is a bit weird. It is a bit like, let's just put let's write something in ChatGPT and I can fucking do something. I really am in the camp that this game stopped development a long time ago, and I keep repeating that.
Severely impacting development on future single-player games, which is a fair point. Definitely the biggest criticism of live service games is that you can't really just walk away from them. Like
I said earlier, you should just stick to what you're good at. Single-player, story, fucking, you know, action games. That's all. Just stick to what you're good at. Let other people do live service. I don't know what other team Sony's got that does live service apart from Bungie. Did he just say production? Oh, hang on, I'll have to go back.
Severely impacting development on future single-player games, which is a fair point. Definitely the biggest criticism of live service games is that you can't really just walk away from them. Like, it's very difficult for a studio to make single-player and multiplayer stuff. Typically, you got to be one or the other. Either you're cranking out updates and maps and skins.
Cranking out updates. People have said he doesn't talk like... I know, I've heard that as well. It's like I think he tries to talk too clear in his videos, and that's how it comes out that way. That's what I think he does. When I make videos, if you go watch my videos, I talk too fast and I fuck up too often, so I have to do a lot of cuts in my voice lines. So when I do the cuts in my voice lines, it makes it seem like I'm talking way too fast. And then sometimes I have to fix that. I have to talk a bit slower when I'm making a video. But I also don't want the video to be 20-25 minutes long. I want the point to be made as fast as possible. Otherwise, because people get bored of the video by the 8-minute mark. But before that, sometimes I realize that when I'm watching videos, if someone's not entertaining me, or there's not enough in the video to keep me watching, keep me engaged, I'll start looking at my phone. I'll fucking pick up my Steam Deck. I'll do something else while the video's rolling. So the topic has to be interesting, plus the person talking about the topic has to get to the point really well, not quickly, has to make a good point and not drag it on too much. I hate it when a video drags on for the sake of dragging on. And trying not to repeat yourself is really difficult as well. When I'm fucking editing a video, I just hate myself repeating myself and fuck, I have to do that again. That's really annoying. Who's making Helldivers? I don't know. I think hands it up for the hate viewers. That is probably true as well. I mean, fuck it, hate viewers are still viewers. I get shitty comments in my videos all the time and I just laugh at them. But some people point out that I say something stupid and I go, oh fuck yeah, I did say something stupid there as well. But I kind of take the L on the chin. I know I'm going to say stupid things. You're on the internet, you're not going to be perfect all the time. Everybody's going to say stupid things, but when you're a Dreamcast guy and you say stupid things all the time, well, you know, that's a fucking lot of L's to take.
Or you're making back-to-back single-player experiences like Insomniac Games has been doing with Ratchet & Clank and, of course, Spider-Man. So we've had two paths in front of us. Become a solely live service game studio, or continue to focus on single-player narrative games that define Naughty Dog's heritage. We are immensely proud of everyone at the studio that touched this product. The learnings and investments in technology from this game will carry into how we develop our future projects and will be invaluable to the direction as a studio. We have more than one ambitious brand new single player game that we're currently working on, and we cannot wait to share more about what comes next. Until then, we're incredibly thankful to our community and for your support throughout the years.
I'm curious to know what these single player projects are. I think there is going to be a Last of Us 3, but I don't think it's going to be like Ellie's or Abby Zilla's story. I reckon they're going to do a new Last of Us, but start again with new characters. Because I think they know they fucked up with Last of Us Part 2. Well, with what they did with fucking Abby Zilla, Joel, and Ellie, they really messed up the story. They did mess up completely in my eyes, but they told it in the wrong way. That's why people were mainly pissed off about it, because the story confused people. Or they didn't want to see it through to the end because they saw Abby on screen and just shit themselves. And I can believe that one. I am interested to see what they do in the future, what games they've got to. I just hope it's not another Uncharted. That franchise should just be washed by now.
So there's been talks about the fact that they're probably working on some version of The Last of Us Part 3.
The Last of Woke. Was that one Woke? Yeah, the last, yeah, fucking hell, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Uncharted went woke on that fucking female only one. What was it? The last, like, I can't remember what it was called. The one after Uncharted 4, there was like a little game they made, and it was just the two female characters. Yeah, but a little bit woke there. Bet Neil Cuckman's pieced out his pursue a Hollywood career. And do you know what? Yeah, I don't blame him if he did, though. He was getting off Lost Legacy, that was it, CB, yeah. I mean, you're still there, you're still listening to my bullshit. But yeah, Neil Cuckman definitely wants to be a Hollywood guy, especially with the Last of Us TV show. I know he wants his foot. It's not that I know, but I got a feeling that he wants his foot in there. Lost Legacy, that was shit. I did play it, and I couldn't finish it. It was like, it was just like, there was not enough action. Like, to be fair to Uncharted 4, had really good action all the time. It was like a really well-paced game. That Lost Legacy wasn't well-paced at all. It was so much like, just go there, do this, do that, go there, do this, do that. And I was like, put me in the action, for fuck's sake. I didn't find it fun. I think the Uncharted series is fine, but it needs to finish.
Obviously, there's been some leaks and rumors that they want to finish off the Last of Us universe. Maybe finally give us not the bleakest ending ever. Maybe actually having the characters ride off into the sunset. There's even a bunch of leaks and stuff talking.
Oh, what do you want a Disney ending for? Fuck that. Just have an ending where everyone gets fucking burnt in the fire or the zombies all kill them. There's nothing wrong with that ending. Just let the zombies take over the world. Great. I don't want a Disney ending. That's the thing, when you get an ending, like, look at all the Dark Souls endings. They are grim as fuck. Every single one of them, even Elden Ring. When you burn the world with the, what the hell's the ending called? Where everything, just the fucking whole sky's burnt and everything. You just literally set the world on fire. I love that shit.
About the fact that they want to cure the zombie virus, which I think would be a pretty interesting twist if The Last of Us Part 3 wasn't as depressing as The Last of Us Part 2. But
three-finger ending.
The other big thing that...
Do you see Aviva for anything? Aviva? Do I use Aviva for anything? No. Hello, Jacob. I was wondering where you were. Did you fall asleep again with your fucking Steam Deck in your hand? Bet you did. Three-finger. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. I do like that. I actually got Steam Deck. I said that the wrong way around. I actually downloaded Elden Ring on my Steam Deck to see how well it'd run. Actually, it runs really well. I was fucking surprised. Yeah, you did fall asleep. Even though I told you what time I started streaming. I was wondering where you were. Bet it's dead cold where you are as well. I don't know where you're from, Sector, but Jacob there is from, like, Louisiana. He says it's really cold there. It's cold enough here where I am in Wales. I'm like, fuck it. I went outside for a walk this morning. I regretted it. And my hair's really short at the moment. Fuck, I was like, oh shit, it's so cold, wearing a hat. And had my hoodie over my head at the same time. Like, fuck, I regret going out. SKHD, that was that. They made Chloe less attractive. They did! They did! I'm not the only one that noticed that, yeah. Like, Chloe was hot as hell in, like, the older ones. Like, Uncharted 2 or 3 is the one she came into it. And I noticed that in like, that Lost Legacy, they made her look fucking ugly. Well, it wasn't fugly, but... Dusk with HD models. What's Dusk? You have to remind me. Don't, because apparently any exclusives, this happens to be a woman, says that any male applicants have to be personally approved by her. Oh, no way. Southeastern USA. Oh, you're in a warm climate then. You moved from Canada, it's minus 40. Oh, okay, fuck, I can't complain. It gets to like 0 degrees Celsius here, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, shoot, I know what you mean. It gets to 0 degrees Celsius here, and I'm just like, jump in my car in the morning, going to work, like, fuck. And then I remember my old car had a pure metal gear knob. I didn't want to touch it. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, just warm up. I couldn't imagine minus 40. Oh, shit. Southeastern, so is that California way? I'm shit at geography, but that's what I'm guessing anyway. A minus 40 engine won't start. Let's just start to freeze. Holy shit. Fuck. My cousin went to Canada for a bit, but he wasn't that high. It was just... I can't remember exactly where he went. But he said it's fucking cold there as well. Oh, fuck. No, I'm a bitch when it comes to cold weather.
They're sort of hinting at here is there's been talks about some fantasy or sci-fi project being worked on by Naughty Dog. So, obviously, the internet is kind of freaking out because this is just a very, very big deal. But my curiosity...
The internet isn't freaking out, it's just fanboys that are freaking out. And then the Xbox fanboys are making fun of PlayStation fanboys, which is great. I support the Xbox fanboys at the moment because they're not dicks. I think what the hell's his name? J something. One of the J's that's an Xbox fanboy, he has been putting some fucking hilarious stuff up as well. Meant to be really cold next week in the UK. Ah, fuck, don't say that. I can't be out. The one I hate the most is when it's been raining and then it decides to freeze, where everywhere's slippery as fuck and I can barely walk to J-Rock. That's it. J-Rock has been funny this last few days. It's cold as fuck. It's icy on the floor. I remember last year I had to walk to my car. I had to walk along the wall, so where there's where the ice hadn't been able to build up. So to walk along the edge of the wall looked like a complete tit, and trying to slip getting into my car. Then I had to do the biggest step into my car, and because I got a bad back as well, I was fucking struggling. Fucking got to work, pressed the brakes in the yard and work, and they forgot to fucking put the grit down. I just pressed the brakes, hit the ABS, and I was like, right, I'm stopping when I'm stopping. And I just bought the car at that point. I'd had the car like 3 months, so like, that's it. The bumper's going. Luckily, I hit a patch where there was no ice. Fuck, I shit myself. I went mad at the boss. I said, fucking grit the yard, you pricks. I want 6 feet of snow. I only want 6 feet of snow as long as I'm cushy at home and I've got everything I need, yeah? I don't have to go out anywhere. And I definitely won't have to go to work because I couldn't do my job in snow. It's too fucking dangerous. Last of Ponyfield. Explore the galaxy third-person action movie game. Oh my god. Yeah. Sony Studios make the same game in different engines. They do. To be fair, I don't know what engine they do Naughty Dog games in. It's a nice engine. I know... what's it called? Horizon games are done in Decima engine, which I like the Horizon games. I'm one of those people. How's it going, Rambling? Is there any news on Xbox going third party? No. No, not unless Blade goes on PlayStation as well. We'll just have to find out about that one. Yeah, I like the Decima engine. I think that's a good engine as long as it's used well. I mean, even for Horizon Forbidden West was a bit weird when it came out on PlayStation. Had some weird VSync issues. But they do have good engines on the PlayStation side, to be fair. If I had money, I'd move to Alaska. I like the cold. You like the cold? I like in the UK when it's just coming into summer. When we hit about 15 to 17 degrees Celsius, I'll be happy there. Yeah, Death Stranding's Decima engine as well. Yeah, that runs so well on PC. Blade ain't coming to PlayStation. I don't think so, neither. They haven't said it, but they don't have to. It's a Bethesda game. So, they don't have to say it's an Xbox-only title. Xbox is going to fall party. Oh, can you imagine it? I can't wait until Blade gets announced properly just for Xbox only. Just to piss these ponies off. There's a lot of people that like the Blade franchise. Lived in the UK for 2 years. Scotland, constantly lack of sun was depressing. Oh yeah, no. No. Not in Scotland, yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine Scotland was fucking drab. My brother said it was like hard to get a sunny day there. At least here where I am in Wales, it's in the summer it's sunny, it's decent. There's the games go where Game Pass is, which is a good thing. They announced it for Nintendo as well. Oh my god, that'd be fucking funny. Blade, the OG was Xbox okay. Blade 2 on PlayStation 2. Do you ever play that one? That was really fun. That was actually a fun game. To use the sword, you had to use the right thumbstick. It's really good the way they did it. Game Pass didn't even know. Game Pass will never play on PlayStation.
Curiosity is about how much of this was their decision and how much of this was a choice that was made for them. Obviously, just a couple years ago, we saw...
What, the game or the movie? You haven't seen Blade 2, the movie, you should watch it. That's probably the best movie, Blade 2. Try the Outer Hebrides. The hell's that? You haven't seen Blade 2, the movie? What? You're a massive movie guy as well. You should definitely get on to watching that. Microsoft imply they put Game Pass on PlayStation. Yeah, they would. I don't know. The PlayStation won't have it. I heard the TV series is good too. What, a Blade one? I didn't know there was a Blade TV series. Blade is half British, so there's a win for me, yeah. Oh, you have seen Blade 2, alright. Yeah. I need to rewatch them. I've been rewatching the other day. Die Hard 1 and 2. Die Hard 1's my ultimate Christmas film. Die Hard 2's my second ultimate Christmas film. I watch them every Christmas. The only one I did not like The Last of Us, The Last of TV series. I liked it. Episode 3 was a bit cringe, but they stayed faithful to the game in all fairness. Hellboy director. What, Hellboy 1? That was an odd film as well, but I liked it for some reason. I'm quite easy to please with movies, but recently I haven't been. Recent movies have been fucking pure garbage. Yeah, 1, yeah. I kind of like the first Hellboy movie. I don't know why. It was quite easy to please. Like I said, recently movies have just been fucking pure dog shit. Nothing like, except for like a few good ones. Before I'd watch anything and I'd be happy watching it, but now I can't do it anymore. I've been replaying The Witcher 3 just because I want a good story again. Off the northwest coast of Scotland. Oh. Beverly Hills Cop. Oh yeah, I can't wait to see that actually. I love Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2 and 3. I actually like I like the new Mission Impossible. Yes, that's so fucking good. I can't wait for the second one. The new Mission Impossible film was fucking so good. To be fair with the Mission Impossible films, the first one was good. The second one was a bit cheesy and cringe, but it was still good. Then the third one was good. Then they just got better. Every like Mission Impossible film that came after that just got better and better. I loved them.
Sony buy Bungie, and the talks were the fact that they were buying Bungie in order to have them be their MMO tastemakers for other live service games. Bungie, who has so much experience with Destiny 2 and updates and patches and seasons, they'd be able to look at different styles of these online projects that Sony's working on, because there's talks about The Last of Us, there's talks about some single player shooters, some more shootery online MMO things that people can play with battle pass seasons and stuff. There's also been leaks showing that Horizon Forbidden West live service game.
God, that could be fun. Like, if you can team up with a load of people to take out a load of a horde of robots, that could be quite fun, in all fairness. They're making a Death Stranding film. I saw that today, actually. I saw something on YouTube about that today. Making a Death Stranding film, and I'm looking forward to that, because Kojima's involved in making the film, and that means it won't be shit. I just hope they keep the same actors from the game. So if they get Guillermo del Toro, Matt Mikkelsen, that chick that does, you were talking about her earlier, Jacob, whoever, fuck, I'm bad with names, the guy that plays Sam as well. I just hope they bring the cast in to make the movie. I think it'll be quite interesting. It's about a postman. yeah. No, I do like Death Stranding though. It was people didn't get the story in the end. I was like, you don't get it if you didn't listen. If you listened, you'll get the story. If you didn't listen, nah, you're gonna be lost. Sony can't make it. Death Stranding, the Death Stranding film, like Beverly Hills Cop, Axel, now the internet. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, you're not wrong. You remember the start of Beverly Hills Cop? Was it 1? Where he laughed at the two guys. I think they were dressed up like Michael Jackson or something like that. You don't get that anymore. Like piss takers, you don't get them anymore in movies. That's why movies have gone boring now, because they can't offend anyone, which is annoying. That's why I don't like movies anymore. You look at what's his face, the truffle shuffle in Goonies. You can't do that anymore. Oh, they can't do it anymore. Because it's just making fun of fat people. It's like, oh, that's fat shaming. That's all I'll get. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a chunky motherfucker myself. I still think it's funny. Because they focus on single player now. I was saying this earlier, Jacob. I think they should just keep doing single player narrative games, because that's what they're good at. So I think stick to what you're good at. But at the same time, I want them to kind of change the formula a little bit. Just make things a little bit different. I don't mind some of Sony's games, but they are getting boring. They do feel the same. Horizon's the only one that doesn't, and Ghost of Tsushima, because they're open world, they were different, and even though they were both open world, they played completely differently. When I watch a wonderful film on Xmas Eve, never watched it. Ooh, what are you gonna watch? The single player games don't sell. Yeah, they don't sell because everyone knows they're getting more of the same, and people are just waiting for a sale. They do sell after they go on sale.
I'm curious if Destiny got their hands on this. I'm curious if Bungie took a look at this and said, okay, this is fun, but how long can it be profitable? Because I'm wondering if they could have just hired up. That's like a very difficult thing to do in the gaming industry, but sometimes if you're working on a particularly ambitious project, you slowly build up your catalog. You get your arsenal of developers and grow them bit by bit.
Well, they could have got contract developers in. That happens all the time, or temporary developers. That happens all the time because there's people looking for work in the industry a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people been laid off this year, so there's a lot of people looking for work, even if it's just temporary work, especially this time of year. So they wouldn't struggle on that field. But to keep this thing going online for like as many years as they want to, I don't think it's going to happen the way they'd have to keep on top of it all the time. I don't think that's what Naughty Dog wasn't prepared for. What it takes to keep a fucking live service. If they just made a multiplayer game, it'd have been fine. But because they wanted to make it a live service, they'd have been constantly working on it all the time, trying to bring out new content. You know, like 343 did with Halo. They fumbled it to start with, but in the end, they fucking got there. Halo Infinite is pretty decent right now.
So, it's just honestly super weird that they're choosing to can it. They've been working on this for roughly 4 years. Like, consider that. They said that they were working on this since The Last of Us Part 2 was in development. Last of Us Part 2 came out 3 years ago.
I'm sure this multiplayer thing was meant to come out with The Last of Us Part 2. If I'm not wrong, I'm sure it was supposed to come out like it did with Last of Us Part 1. Or Last of Us 1, the original one. I'm sure it's supposed to come out side by side with it. Imagine if you know it's Bungie's made game anyway, it would have been horrible. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah. Bungie's on thin ice. Yeah, Bungie's definitely on thin ice. Yeah, it was supposed to. Yeah, it was supposed to. I thought so. Because when I bought the game, I remember when I played it originally, it was early 2020 it came out, wasn't it? If I'm right. But anyway, I saw that, you know, oh, they haven't got it, because when I bought The Last of Us 1 originally, it was on PS4. I remember getting it dead cheap. So the PS4 remastered one didn't have the factions part in it. But then The Last of Us 2 didn't come with a multiplayer neither, which I thought was weird. So for them to promise it with a game that was sold for $60 at the time, it's £50 here in the UK. We kind of got fucking conned, because we were they promised something and they didn't deliver it. So yeah, they kind of scammed us. Without Bungie saying anything, it would be boring and soulless multiplayer thing. Yeah, it would be.
So this has been in development for at least 4 years. The fact that it's canceled, this has got to be one of the highest budget failures that seems so close to conclusion. I mean,
it was nowhere near conclusion. I'll keep saying it, Dreamcast guy, and I hope you see this. This development on this game stopped early development. They were just too scared to tell you about it. No way they sunk money into this and then decided to go, nope. Because that's the same with a lot of games that get cancelled as well. Probably never started. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. I think they may have started it because the core game was there. The Last of Us 2, so the core game was there. But they just realised what it takes to keep a fucking live service game going. And they'll just go, fuck it, we'll tell the fanboys later. They'll be less upset. Fanboys never forget, and they're always upset.
Anytime I see a game get canceled or a live service project get canned, I'm always curious what it actually looked like. It is very strange to me that we never actually got to see any official footage. We didn't see a gameplay trailer, we didn't see any teases of different characters and skins and stuff like that. This is still, as fans with official reports, a gigantic question mark. The fact that they're talking about how good it was gameplay wise, and yet it still wasn't like enough, man, I guess I'm gonna try and take this.
He actually believes what they say in the statement there. You can't believe what they say in these statements. At least Legacy Killer HD has a fucking collage of all like video game developers fuck ups for the whole year or something like that. It was great. You know, all the apology letters they put out on Twitter. I see the Legacy Killer HD put one out there. It's fucking great.
It says a positive, but I'll be honest, I'm very sad about this. I like The Last of Us, especially The Last of Us Part 1, and I do like some live service games. I play a lot of Diablo and stuff like that. I do like seasonal adventures at times. The idea of grinding it out and getting some bonuses and...
I won't do fucking Diablo's DLC because that cost way too much. I regret buying Diablo 4. Full price anyway, because I did see it half price not long ago and I was a bit pissed off.
Logging in and playing with friends. The thought of this, on paper, theoretically, was incredibly positive, and now none of us are ever going to get a chance to play it. But what do you guys think about it? This is just insane to me.
Diablo 4 is kind of live service, but not so much as what a proper MMO is, like Destiny or World of Warcraft. It is live service, but at the same time, it's not quite the same as some of the others. I'll tell you what's fun though. Go on Fortnite and play the Rocket League mode. I played that recently. That is quite fun, actually. The races are quite sweaty.
Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep dreaming.
Ah, usually says something stupid in the end. It's Jova for The Last of Us. Okay. Now I got Puerto Rock, man. Oh, actually, I wanted to show this first. This was fucking hilarious.
I think a lot more developers go.
Is that we realize there's no
single player getting.
Fred's got smaller hands than me. That fucking cracked me up. Mid-battle, yeah. This fucking cracked me up so much. That's so good. Oh, it's so fucking good. By the JTech thing, people stop putting stuff on Game Pass. Yeah, him and his friend was saying they might put Call of Duty on the higher tier Game Pass, which there's only really one tier of Game Pass. I know you got Ultimate, but Ultimate is just so everyone in the family can use it. Shows up to 5 systems or something like that. If you buy the lowest tier Game Pass, which even PC Game Pass, you still get every single game that comes out on Xbox, or every game that's out on Game Pass. So there's a cope there. Grand opening. Grand closing. Jesus Christ, that's so badly recorded. Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, but you don't need Ultimate to have every game on Game Pass, do you? I don't think so, because I had just the standard PC one, and that seemed to... oh god, it's the wrong way. But yeah, I had standard Game Pass, and I could download any game that's on there, even the EA games and stuff. So, I don't know what the hell JTech and friends are going on about. Oh, when he did this one, by the way, I caught it. It was a live stream. I don't know why they do this live stream sort of thing to record a video. It's the same as what fucking Reforged does, because they do it. They don't interact with anyone that's in chat, and he just literally does it for 15 minutes. So I don't understand why they do it this way. Maybe they're hoping like some people like us won't see it. That's what I'm thinking. He's got fucking 8.76. Fucking hell. How have you got that many subscribers, man? Whew. EA Access. Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. So, they might have a point there then. EA Play. Yeah, right, okay. So EA Access on Ultimate. I got it. Yeah, that makes sense. So with a standard Game Pass, you don't get EA Access. That's what I'm thinking.
For my friends, my family, my fellow gamers, Your only friend is YouTube Street Porter Rock 77.
Fucking hell, fix your microphone, man. Turn my music down just so we can hear him.
Thank you for checking out the video. When we talk about this T right over here, it's official.
Exclusive deals.
Factions has been
You get EA access on standard PC Game Pass, just the console and the Ultimate. That's a bit of a cop out, isn't it? That's a bit of shit for the console guys. But it really does pay to have a PC. Fair play. Deals on games and movies. Oh, so you get deals. Oh, okay. I know you get discounts on games if you have Game Pass. But I didn't know that just applied to Ultimate.
Kanked, finito, gone.
Oh yeah, you got an Xbox, haven't you?
The official statement right here. It says right here, we realize many of you have been anticipating news around the project.
Hold on a second. I can barely hear him. I'll turn my music off and I'll turn desktop audio up.
That we've been calling The Last of Us Online. There's no easy way to say this. We made the incredibly difficult decision to stop development on that game. We know this news will be tough for many, especially our dedicated The Last of Us factions community who have been following our multiplayer ambitions ardently. We equally...
You're saying, because EA access on Game Pass uses EA launcher and pushes you into... on PC, yeah, that makes sense. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's shit, that is, though. I hate the EA launcher. I'm glad when I bought Dead Space Remake, it didn't push me into the EA launcher. I'm pretty glad about that. 6 Mission Impossible movies on Game Pass deals. Ooh, that's not bad. As long as they stay there.
We're equally crushed at the studio as we were looking forward to putting it in your hands. We wanted to share with you some background on how we came to this decision. The multiplayer team has been in pre-production with this game since we were working on The Last of Us Part 2, crafting an experience we felt was unique and had tremendous potential. As the multiplayer team iterated on their concept of The Last of Us Online during this time, their vision crystallized, the gameplay got more refined and satisfying.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, you have to buy them, but you get it through Game Pass deals.
And we were enthusiastic about the direction in which we were headed. And ramping up to full production, the massive scope of our ambition became clear. To release and support The Last of Us Online, we would have to put all our studio resources behind supporting post-launch content for years to come, severely impacting development on future single-player games. So we had two paths in front of us: become a solely live service game studio or continue to focus on single-player narrative games that have defined Naughty Dog's heritage.
Oh god, skip this because I've heard that story.
All right. So that's it. Let's go with what they said. Pretty much, as the way of developing the game, they realized to support this game in the long run, the whole studio would now have to change who they are. A studio that developed amazing single-player story-driven games to now a fully functioning live service studio, similar to Bungie. And then that's all they're going to do. They chose, instead of doing that and changing who they are, they're sticking with what we want from them, which is a single-player studio. Now,
that's what you want from them. To be fair, I think that's what they should stick to too. But for the longest time, all you PlayStation fanboys were hyping up this game a lot. Coping hard, but loyal boys fucking right years. This is a huge cope because a lot of them now are going, yeah, well, I'd rather they just stuck to doing fucking single player games. Well, make your mind up because they were hyping up factions for the longest time. And then Porter Rock's out there going, well, Holmes, I just want them to make the single player games better now, you know, Holmes.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about this because that's why you're here, right? I mean, you could have read this yourself, but be honest. Oh, I'm so goddamn relieved.
I gotta go back through this boy's videos and just find how much he is. I bet there's a fucking session somewhere where he's talking with someone where they're hyping up factions. Yeah, they are blaming Bungie a lot. Also, normal PlayStation users base want multiplayer games. Yeah, a lot of them do want more multiplayer games because if you pay for PlayStation Plus, it's to play PlayStation Plus Essential is to play multiplayer games with your friends. Otherwise, it's not worth having PlayStation Plus. And I think if you've got a free-to-play game like Fortnite, you don't have to have PlayStation Plus. I think they got rid of that model, and Xbox did. So the only reason I had PlayStation Plus was so I could play Demon's Souls online. I had to get 2 achievements. I had to pay £50 a year just to get 2 achievements on Demon's Souls Remake. Okay, when I thought about it, I was like, hold on, I need to have a multiplayer match. I need to win a multiplayer match. I need to lose a multiplayer match to get 2 achievements on Demon's Souls Remake. That means I have to spend £50 a year just to do those 2 achievements, which is so bad when you thought about it. But the fanboy don't want multiplayer games. Some do, some don't. They'll say they want them, and then they'll say they don't want them.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to tell you, not only am I happy about this, I'm hoping Sony's rethinking the whole strategy. I said from the get-go that Sony does not need to deep dive into multiplayer. All right?
They do, but not use these studios. Get other studios as a multiplayer. Leave your single-player studios to do what they do best, which is single-player narrative-driven games. I mean, the Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, fucking Guerrilla Games, whoever, Insomniac, they should just stick to doing their story-based narrative games. Get other people like Bungie to do fucking multiplayers. Imagine paying for multiplayer in 2023 with your cell phone as 2. Yeah, I know what you mean. Average home in 2003 and then charges $70 per game. I know. It's fucking disgusting. Xbox still charge for playing online as well. I think they need to scrap that model. I think they should let you play games online, but if you wanted the 3 monthly games, you get a PlayStation Plus. Sometimes worth it. I play some of the games sometimes on PS Plus, but most of the time I look at the games and go, I'm never gonna play these, but I'll stick them in my library anyway. But to be fair, I'd rather just buy the games on PC. I play on PC all the time. If it's tied with Game Pass, that's okay. As long as you're not paying like too much extra, that's not too bad. But calling it PS Plus Essential just to play online, when I thought about it just to get those 2 achievements, that's when it got me. I was just like, fuck, if you're a trophy hunter, that means you have to pay. You don't have to pay £50 for the year. You have to pay at least whatever the 1 month is, just £8 here in the UK, I think. But still, I had to pay for 2 achievements. That's the way I thought of it. I was like, that's fucking shit. And I think Bloodborne's the same as well. There's a multiplayer tied achievement in that. It's funny how ponies say PlayStation Plus is better than Game Pass. Fucking hell, no. PlayStation... the Essential is okay. And it was better ages ago before they removed... before they brought out the tiers, because whatever was on the Sony Classics, you could actually download and play them on the lowest tier one. But when they bought out the other ones, they moved the Classics to the 2nd tier one. I thought that was a scummy move. I was like, you dicks. Because I had planned on playing one game that I didn't want to buy or pay full price for. And I was just like, I'll play it on there. I think it was Monster Hunter World. Yeah, it was Monster Hunter World. I planned on playing it, and I was like, because I wasn't too sure if I would like Monster Hunter. I think I did try it, and there was like too much dialogue at the beginning, which put me off it. One of these things, day and date games are bad. No, it's not. If they put games day and date on PC, they'll see a massive rise in sales on PC. I need to clip that. Oh.
Into multiplayer. All right. Everybody's Fuck you and your money.
I need to clip that. I need to clip that so much. Gran Turismo. Oh, the movie. Is it any good? I'll watch it if it's any good, but I don't think I'll enjoy it. The Luton Town footballer collapsed during a game and said game had to be abandoned.
Listen, okay? We wouldn't even be having a conversation talking about Sony's first party if it wasn't for the actual them getting better in single player games. Stop playing, right? Stop this trash, right? Stop this nonsense, all right? Half of y'all won't even play the multiplayer if it came out anyway, right? Y'all will go back to your Call of Duty, your Fortnites, and your Apex and all that bullshit. Stop lying with this nonsense.
Actually, I can agree with that one. People will try factions for a little bit and go, nah, I prefer Fortnite, or I prefer Call of Duty, or I prefer Apex, whatever else they were playing, and they'll just go back to it. Like I tried the finals, it was all right, but I know all the people that are playing the finals are probably Apex Legends players, Call of Duty players, maybe like, I don't know, Escape from Tarkov players or something like that. So I think all the people will try the finals, and if they don't like it, it's hard to pull players out of the game they play, like, religiously to play a new game. I kind of enjoyed the finals, what you have to do on it. I won't say I don't play like multiplayer games that often anyway. Blade is going to be exclusive, I know. I know it is, and the ponies can't accept it. Greater Sony's could use cards that fund the game. Yeah, it's true.
Right? Now, all right, let's say Sony has to diversify. They didn't have to jump to 12 live service games. They didn't have to go that hard, right? And they definitely...
Horok speaking facts. Ooh. I only watched a little bit of this at the end of it when I caught it, but he's actually saying some facts here.
Didn't have to redirect studios.
Rome is crumbling. Oh, they're just going to make a documentary about the game we wanted. Yeah.
That are making some of the best single player games out there. I could maybe imagine if the studio was doing mid shit. I'll give you a perfect example. Guerrilla. I think, can we admit Killzone was mid at best?
I never played Killzone. I have no idea if it was good or not. I heard good things and bad things. I actually want to go back and play it because I can play it on our PCS3. And apparently you can still play it online if you tried as well. I really played multiplayer games with my dad, but I don't know since he passed away, it was 3 years ago. Now I'm stuck with mainly single player games. Oh shit. Dude, if you want to play multiplayer games, like, hit me up on Discord. If I'm free, I'll play. That's my biggest problem with multiplayer games. There's no one free the time I want to play. And one of my friends that does play with me works in the same place as me. And we've all got different shifts all the time. When he's working, I'm off. And the same vice versa. So we barely get time. What am I hearing? Potrock is shitting on Sony. He is kind of at the moment. Killzone was awesome. Yeah, I've heard Killzone was good as well, but I don't know why I never picked up. And I had a PS3 as well. Yeah, that shit's here, dude, because like, if you just used to play multiplayer games with your dad, and then he goes stick to... I love my single player games, don't get me wrong. But it's cool to get together. I'll never forget the Xbox 360 days. Me and the boys up until like 1 o'clock in the morning playing Modern Warfare 2. They were some golden days, yeah. Like with that shitty headset you got with the Xbox 360. All of us having a laugh. I used to love them days. And I had to be up for work at like 7 in the morning. I was playing video games till 1, sometimes 2, because we were just addicted to it. It was game after game. Oh my god, they were good days. I don't think like the new model of like live service multiplayer games is not as good as them golden days. Definitely not. It doesn't attract me as much. And that's why I end up just going to play single player games all the time.
It was mid. It wasn't a top killer multiplayer. I think at its best, it was Killzone 2, which was good, but then they effed it all up with Killzone 3. And Shadowfall, stop it. Stop it. Stop capping. Stop wearing the cap, all right? Stop the cap. Y'all out here wearing this cap right now. I'm gonna leave this in here because that's what y'all doing. Y'all wearing this cap right now, okay?
Okay, Potsruck, okay. He's winning me over slowly, yeah. Sony's like someone that blew the lottery winnings and now selling Lamborghini to reimburse their shit. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, that is true, actually.
So if you're making mid stuff and you want to reinvent yourself, got it. Because who you are right now is mid, and that's not good enough. So Guerrilla, going from mid to one of the best developers because of Horizon, it is what it is. But no,
Okay, I can agree as well, because I like the Horizon games. Not a lot of people like them, but I actually like the Horizon games. I think it was an open world game done quite well. I have my problems with the game, but they're very minor. Like, I wish there was a parry button in the game. I wish you could deflect attacks or block attacks, where you just had to dodge. It was just like, this is an option to parry or deflect attacks in it. So the combat feels a bit... The combat's good, but it could be better. It's one of them. And it, like the open world, when you open up the map, it hasn't got too much dots on the map. So I didn't mind the game. The story is like... The story's pretty good, but the side quests in the second one decent, but not like amazing. Formula Sony is abusing is bad. Oh yeah. No, that's why I like the Horizon games as well. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. They went away from that sort of over the shoulder cover based shooter thing, which was quite a nice change. So yeah, so Horizon and Ghost of Tsushima was a nice change. And I had my problems with Ghost of Tsushima as well. They made like a big world, but a lot of it was empty. Very pretty game as well, but there was a lot of emptiness in there. Where's their next FPS? That's true. They should try and make another FPS.
Naughty Dog wasn't mid. This was a Game of the Year caliber studio, constantly setting the trend. Even Microsoft said themselves that the stuff they're doing, no one is even doing out there, even on PC.
Oh, speaking of 2D side-scrollers, that new Prince of Persia game looks really fun. I've seen like a 20-minute gameplay demo sort of thing of it, of a guy I watch on YouTube. The Prince of Persia game looks really good, and I like my Metroidvanias. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. Ubisoft's done nothing good for a long time, so it's about time they had something decent. I go through Fallout 3 and some of the Lego games with my nephew, guiding him through the... Yeah, that's cool. I'd love my daughter to play Dark Souls. She loves horror games for some weird reason. It's a woman thing. Women love horror games and movies. But I wish I'd like her to try and play Dark Souls, and I'd love to play through it, the multiplayer with her, to get her to summon me in so I can help her with shit. Xbox has more diverse genre games, especially what's coming up. Definitely. I just hope Xbox don't fumble 2024 because their games come to PC. I really hope they deliver in 2024. It'd be nice to see them do it.
PC, and they were not talking about their multiplayer. They were talking about the way they craft the single player experiences, which is top notch, which is up there. You know, so you didn't have to really mess with this studio. So Naughty Dog's thinking, going out there being like, we have a decision. We either go all in on this live service, or we got to dump it and do what we do best. At least I know they're crafting at least 2, because they said it right there.
Yeah, but they said the Factions was coming out as well, so how can you believe that they're crafting 2 games? They've already lied. Well, I can't 100% say they've lied, but I reckon they have. So they've already bullshitted some sort about the Factions or the online thing. So who's to say they're not talking shit about the next 2 games that they're making? I'm glad Xbox doesn't do what Sony does. Fucking on me as well.
we have more than one ambitious, brand new single player games. So they at least have 2, maybe 3. And I'm happy. And I'm hoping this whole re-strategy of gas. Now, and we said this all the time, that gas is not an easy thing to jump into. Not a lot of people get success. We see more flops in gas than successes. It's not easy. Right?
Yeah, did any of you guys, I don't know if any of you guys got a PlayStation, but there was a Knockout City. You got to grab a ball and knock that was actually quite fun for a little bit. I played that. That was actually quite fun. I don't know why that didn't hit off. It's weird how games like that just don't hit off at all. Imagine if they played multiplayer games. This is true. They're a bit like me, playing mostly single. I do dip into multiplayer, but not that often.
Now, the best part is this. Y'all fanboys, y'all concubines. Y'all swore you can't make no money on single player. Yet, most of the games Microsoft's coming out are single player.
EA made that one in the Knockout City. Yeah, I'm not sure. It was quite fun, though. But they only lasted like a year, and they pulled it. Which is a shame, really.
And when it came down to the line, Naughty Dog had a choice. Go gas or go hardcore single player. And they said, we going single player. So what are y'all talking about? See, the reality is this, and this is what the PlayStation news. You're going to hear a lot of these Xbox fanboys talking about, you know, if you're happy, they're like, oh, you're a fanboy. You do whatever Sony wants. No, we didn't want this. And don't even bullshit. You know the whole community. There was nobody out here that really thought this was a good idea. Or
bullshit. There was a load of fanboys that were fucking hyping up factions. A shitload of them. Auto 4070. It's one of the biggest concubines. Fucking right he is. Yeah. Hey, Holmes. No concubine home. Blaze 4K wanted it. Yeah, Blaze. I wanted them to do it and I wanted to try it, but whether I'd like it or not is a different thing. I said sometimes I'm easy to please and sometimes I get bored easily, but that's the same with everybody though. I seen Blaze's tweet and he was like, he did seem a bit pissed. I know Blaze is a huge PlayStation fanboy, but he does play more on PC these days. I watched the stream when it cancelled. Oh, Blaze had the stream when it got cancelled. No.
Sony actually brought out a good idea with this. 12 live service games. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Everybody. There was nobody that really thought that this
it looked like someone kicked his dog. Blaze has that. When Blaze is a bit pissed off, he looks more depressed than pissed off.
Thing was a good idea, at least the way they presented it. It was way too much, way too fast. And then half of y'all talk shit about PlayStation. Where's the roadmap? Well, it was this bullshit that slowed down the roadmap. So I'm glad they canked this shit. This shit was a problem. This shit slowed down progress. Who knows how many other studios slowed down progress? I even mentioned this on Crossfire. You know, what impacts have this decision made? Slow down progress. And for what? For the majority of the multiplayer games to fail anyway, because most guys' games fail.
He's not wrong, because all these multiplayer games, so many people have tried out multiplayer games, and so many have failed. To name a few, it's like Bleeding Edge, I think it was on Xbox. I thought it was quite fun, and I don't think it's cancelled. I think it's still like holding on hope. It's pretty good. Anthem was one of the big ones that fucked up. There's so many that has just been and gone so quickly. If M. Petrol was in charge of PlayStation, it'd be a dumpster fire. He's kind of speaking the truth a little bit here, but he is talking shit as well.
Nah, this is a good thing. Get right back on track. And I'm not saying, listen, for Sony not to do anything at all, but you gotta do it the right way. Like them going after Jade Raymond Studios, Firewalk Studios, getting new talent, new people, new developers to do multiplayer, that's fine. The former Call of Duties of, former devs of Call of Duty, whatever, forming a new studio, that's fine. You can do that. But if you got your single player studios that are at the peak of what they're doing for single player, and then you got others that are just on the come up, like Sucker Punch, right? And then you got others that are trying to get a redemption, you know, like Sony Bend. Let them cook. Let them do what
They cooked and overcooked by the sounds of it. But yeah, I do kind of agree with him here. You can't rely on single player games, no, but I do agree with him. He should let the single player studios do the single player games and get other people to do multiplayer
what
games.
they can do. Don't just chase the money. Not all money is good money, you know? And I'm glad Sony's like, you know what? We went too hard for no reason. No reason at all. You did not have to go this hard, right? Even 6 live service games by 2025. We're 2023 is almost over. So over the next 2 years, 6 live service games, even that's a lot. Let alone
That's
12.
not going to happen.
Come on, bro. And that
All money is
allocation
good, it's
budget to
true.
all those live service games for, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I'm glad something must have happened, and it woke them the hell up. Because Sony has a strategy, said, hey, we're reducing from 12 and focus on 6. Now we got this. I'm just saying. I'm happy. You know, it's
Oh, he's so much better at 1.5 speed, by the way. I should have done that from the beginning. Fuck.
sucks that this slowed down the pipeline. Because they never would have done this bullshit. When they announced that they're not dropping the multiplayer for The Last of Us 2, I thought that was bullshit. I have that. You could go, if y'all thought that I try to hype that, oh yeah, it's a great idea. No. They should have just released the multiplayer
No.
on The Last of Us 2, a simple multiplayer. Not this big, overwhelming shit. I said they should have just released the multiplayer just like the first one. The first one had single player multiplayer, second one single multiplayer. Just something simple. They had to go hard, and we would have been fine. The game would have had probably a small community. They would have sold their little t-shirts. Wouldn't have been much. It definitely wouldn't have been.
Oh, he's boring. Right, we get the point. He's repeating himself. Now, who was the last one that had the cope? MBG. MBG was the last one. Oh, excuse me.
And I do apologize for.
I am keeping him at 1.5 speed as well. Might have to turn this down. Oh, shit. He's a lot louder than Porto Rocco's. My desktop audio back there.
There's literally no reason why this is bad for anybody but Naughty Dog. I disagree with. I have a couple super chats here, which thank you guys so much. I'm going to read them momentarily. I also want to say here that this is so annoying. I don't know. I have to see if I have to update my streaming software because it's doing the exact same thing it did yesterday, which is it won't show me anything. God, that's so annoying. I don't know why. So bear with me today. All right, if we have any technical difficulties, bear with me. You're saying there's literally no reason why this is bad for anybody but Naughty Dog. I disagree with that. I do disagree with that. But we'll get into it. The dude. All right, so before I read these super chats, should just.
What are you saying? If PlayStation announced they were going to make multiplayer games, the normal PlayStation fans would. Gee, I don't think they'd jump ship, but I think they'd be pissed that they're not making single player games.
Just let you know exactly what we're talking about. If it's not clear, we're talking about the cancellation of The Last of Us multiplayer game officially. We're talking about the future of Naughty Dog. We're talking about the implications this has for all of PlayStation potentially and Sony's overall strategy with the PlayStation brand. We're going to talk all about that. That's pretty much going to be the only topic I discuss in the stream today because this is kind of a bonus stream. So yeah, before I do that,
Calls it a bonus stream. Woohoo! We get a bonus as the fans. Yay!
guys, thank you so much again for watching the content. If you watch live, if you watch after the fact later on, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Do me a favor, hit that like button. I know it's not the most
He should have a membership goal like mine. 1 million.
positive or exciting topic for PlayStation. Certainly not, but hitting the like button definitely helps the stream out, and it lets me know that you guys enjoyed the content, and I really appreciate that. If you want to support me directly, there are 3 ways you can do that. You can become a channel member, gain access to some exclusive member perks. We did a members lounge yesterday, a pretty extensive members lounge. Everybody seemed...
Why do they do members only stuff? They just do shit with all your community. Fuck. I don't get that. It's just a way to extract money out of people. Fucking horrible bastard.
really enjoy it, all the members anyway, so consider becoming a member, join us, and consider doing what Corey, the Legend Landiga, just did, and gifting some memberships. Corey just decided, you know what, let's start.
It's like he doesn't talk to, like, he rarely talks to his chat, the same as fucking Reforge. Rarely talk to the chat. I was like, well, I know my channel's still in its fucking early infancy. I'll talk to the chat as much as I can, while I can. If my channel grows and by some miracle I get like 100+ people in the stream, it'll be like, then I can't talk to the chat. I know I'll struggle then, which I'll still try though. I don't know if they can't get sponsors, how toxic they are. Oh, yeah, that's true as well. Like, I would never expect sponsors, but I'd like to try and do different types of videos. I'd like to review games, but I'm too slow at playing my games. Way too slow. And then I end up with a fuck of a backlog. So that's one of the best ways to get sponsorship. If you do decent reviews of games and stuff like that, or if the topics aren't like just taking the piss out of fanboys. So it is hard, and I think to start getting sponsors, I think you've got to be close to the 10k mark on subs. I think you have to be, because I know the Iron Lords podcast got them on about 10k, I'm sure. But the one thing I love about Iron Lords podcast, they're quite a clean channel. They don't swear. They keep the swearing to a very minimum, which I think actually I'll probably be finishing in a bit. Sure, King David's with Gaz Game on Daily tonight, which that'll be quite fun to watch actually. But I know never to go there by 9 o'clock because he has a starting screen for about 10-15 minutes, which all of us are the same. You gotta wait till everyone's come into the chat first. Probably use the money to buy games. Yeah, but to be fair, I don't mind the community supporting them, but trying to get your community to trying to find ways to get your community to spend money on you, that's shit. King David's a guest. Yeah, I love King David. I'd love to have a chat with King David. I'd love to have a chat with King David, Alex, as long as it's not a debate, because he'd be impossible to debate. I'd love to have a chat with Frit. I think me and Frit would get on. I'd like to have a chat with Gaz as well, because I think I can take the piss out of Gaz. I think I could fucking wreck Gaz. If we were in a conversation, I think I can make fun of him. But it would just be fun. I think I made a video about him and Colt Eastwood before. I wonder if you saw it.
Start off today's stream by dropping a 10 bomb on the community here. Corey.
I seen King David was in Minksy's chat. I noticed him in the chat as soon as he was in there, and I was like, oh, how's it going, King? And then instantly Minksy was like, King David's in the chat. Which King David's given me a shout out before, and I was like, my heart melted. I was like, oh, someone, I think it was you, Jacob, or someone said, oh, King David gave me a shout out before. So I went to find it. I was like, holy shit, King David gave me a shout out. My heart melted. I was made up. Me and Gaz would be funny, a good sport. Yeah, it would be. Because of like the culture on the UK as well. I understand a lot of the culture around here. So when you talk to like we understand American culture quite well because we see it on TV a lot, but Americans don't understand UK culture that well. I know, well, it's something I notice anyway.
Dude, thank you so much, man. The legend doing the heavy lift.
What do I think of the completionist stuff? I used to like the completionist, but the fact I was willing to sort of like brush past it, the whole like charity stuff, until I noticed like, oh, all of a sudden the charity payment's been done as soon as they know they're getting investigated, which excuse me, boys, which I thought was really weird. Like, he hadn't paid that charity money for so long, and then all of a sudden now they're getting investigated by Carl was his name, and Mutahar. Once they started getting investigated, magically the money fucking goes in. So, but it was weird though, because it wasn't like they were spending the money neither. So I don't know what the motive was for not letting it go in. I wouldn't say it was all his fault, but it was his fault for not checking up on the money to make sure that it's gone to the place it should go to. Right, yeah. That's what I kind of think of it. It's weird. He's not going to be trusted again with a charity. I think Minxie is doing this gaming stream. Oh, what's he going to be doing? His Castlevania Symphony of Night video. Ooh, the completionist. I haven't seen all his videos, but yeah, I like the completionist as a content creator, but I just think he's a bit suspect, all that stuff.
Lifting once again. Corey trying to bring in some positivity to the stream today. You know,
Oh, Pie.
it's
Oh, Pie Animals. That's just on Switch, innit? They're not paying for Switch Online.
I think, again, this is news that I think is very disappointing to a lot of fans. But Corey, thank you so much for that, bud. Thank you for all the support. I'm going to have to add this. Sorry. I can't see. I'm doing this blindly. And there we go. And Zombie Dragon, we should be at 11. We should be at 11. Guys, please, you'll have to let me know if the counter says 11 or not. But Zombie Dragon follows up Corey with a membership gift, just immediately getting the membership train off to a solid start, showing amazing support. I can't thank you guys enough. All right. The channel is fan-funded. I'm only able to create this content because of you guys, because of the direct support. So,
Do you think he has a daytime job as well? I don't think he has a daytime job. No, Party Animals is more powerful. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. He did a Twilight Joker Castlevania video. I never played Symphony. I got Symphony the other night. Don't remember.
well, big shout out to you guys. Really appreciate everything you do for me and the community. But yeah, consider gifting memberships. Consider donating.
Look at this poster here. It's all the PlayStation stacked. I would have stopped at PlayStation 2. The two good PlayStations are PS1 and PS2. 3 is okay, but I didn't have nowhere near the games the first two did. 4, that's where it started going downhill. I think they were saving then another 10 years. It would have been no YouTube and people forgot. Ooh, I didn't think of it that way actually. It's an interesting way to think about it. Yo, yeah, but YouTube ain't dying. You know what I mean? Oh, he's not on YouTube. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, his channel could have died, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, by doing that and getting caught, he's literally just killed his own channel. I mean, he'll still have some subs, but I mean, Buggy's still got subs. And I think Buggy, after that fucking tragic documentary, will probably get more subs. Okay, he'll get memed on, but he should just like make content. It's mad if you watch that Buggy documentary. He was like one of the first on YouTube to make it big with like 4 million subscribers. And he just shit it down the fucking pan. I mean, some of his videos still get decent amount of views as well. I don't understand how the guy hasn't got money. Well, mind you, the video does explain how he spends his money.
Donating a super chat, all of it helps. I have a couple super chats here. First, I have 2 from NewSoul9. He says, and NewSoul, dude, thank you again. They made the right choice, MBG, but PlayStation needs to make sure at the very least one of their studios is willing to become a live service studio. And I don't know if Sony is willing to hire extra people to make a whole new team. You also say here, not only Sony now needs to focus on having 1 or 2 successful live services, but also have the studios be willing to become that and never have the chance to do or make single player games. Yeah, this is going to be a huge part of this conversation we have today, NewSoul9. You're saying you think that they made the right choice, and that's the question I'm asking. Did Sony make the right choice? I'm going to give you...
Nah, MBG's too boring. Fuck it. We'll go and see what this clown has to say about Blade quickly.
Will the new Blade game from Marvel and Arcane be an Xbox exclusive?
You on DMs. Check the DMs, Holmes. Oh, that was the completionist of Super Mario Wonder. Oh, so he has made a video after all this drama came out then. Yeah, that... I might check that out after anyway.
Well, that has become the million-dollar question in the wake of the game's announcement and its trailer that took place during the Game Awards of 2023. Now, I waited to cover this because I assumed that there would be some sort of official statement or clarification from Xbox or Phil Spencer. In the
Well, the official statement from Xbox is they own Bethesda. That's as official as it needs to be. They own Bethesda, so it's only going to come on the consoles or the platforms where Bethesda sells Game Pass, or has Game Pass, sorry. And the RPG one. Let me guess, it's not coming to PlayStation. No. I'm jealous of his beard. Really? I got a better beard than him. He's got a bit missing here. I've literally got a fucking Chewbacca face. Fuck, I haven't got. I have to put my cam on one day. Tell me, guys, if you'd like me on cam or not. You see my double chin on fucking screen. Oh, Gerard. Oh yeah, Gerard has a fuck of a beard. Yeah, to be fair, one of my friends, we call him Slim. He has a fucking beard. Like, he actually looks a bit like Gerard, just a bit, not as chunky, but he has a fucking huge beard as well. I can't do it because my fucking beard is like, too much dandruff comes off it. It's annoying. I literally have a Chewbacca face. It's four is bigger than Ray's in Star Wars. Fucking hell. I should show you mine here. Mine used to be amazing. If I can dig out some of my old pictures, I'll dig out some of my old pictures one day. I'm sure I've got them on either my Instagram or my Facebook. Fuck, man, I used to have a mean beard until dandruff took over my fucking life. As I was thinking of putting my face cam in here or getting some sort of thing. All the text should be coming on screen as well, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'll have to fix that. I've got my subscriber thing coming, but that guy said he subscribed earlier, nothing came on. I'd have to check it with a donation somehow. Yeah, you got a fucking beast of a beard. Fair play. You need to trim the sides and make it like more triangular though. Yeah, I'd say you need to try and like make it look like, because you've got a similar kind of face to me. So if you make it look like more triangular, you'd be like, I think you'd get like, it kind of slims your face down. I used to do it. It's kind of a cheat code for those guys with a second chin. So you kind of like, I don't know, having a beard is a cheat code for chunkier guys. It works. I wish you'd go back to playing Destiny. Enjoy more fucking hell.
Absence of any official.
I said, do you like my little thing of him in the corner of the stream there? Membership goal 1 million from Jimmy Neutron.
Answer, we now have a tweet from the official Xbox account along with the trailer being put.
You're going to shave it soon and your head. Yeah, you can shave your head. I mean, if you got a bald head, you might as well shave it. But if you blend it into the sides of your beard, okay. If the way I used to do it, I do a grade 0 on the sides and back of my hair, and then what I do is blend the 0 into a 1 on my sideburns down to my beard, and then let my beard sort of grow a bit more, and it makes your face look like slimmer. So even if you got a bald head, it kind of does the same thing. Go for a mohawk. Me? Ah, fuck no. I don't go for a mohawk. I'd look like a dick. Jacob couldn't have a mohawk. Not unless he fucking glues one on his head. But yeah, I was close. Anyway, eczema was taking over my head not long ago, but my hair grew back, thankfully. I got a bit more life left in my hair.
On the Xbox YouTube channel, but we still are not any closer to a concrete answer. Many are quick to say that this is obviously an Xbox exclusive, while others see this being related to the recent comments from the CFO of Xbox as well as Phil Spencer about how they are viewing things differently in the wake of the Activision Blizzard deal, with first-party titles going to be heading to...
I'll redirect you to Minxie after. I still can't get into a Discord server anyway. Weird. Even though I got a membership.
Platforms like PlayStation and Nintendo. So I want to look at all of this and theorize about what is going on. There are a lot of possibilities. A lot of folks are throwing out theories, and we're going to try to look at all of them. Now, I put all of the good information right here at the beginning of the video. It's a longer video because it's a live stream. So I do a daily live stream. If you want to be here for discussions and content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell button, as well as the like button. That way you're here for the shows. Well, the aftermath of the Blade game announcement has been...
My hair grows nuts on my head as well. It goes all curly and shit. My hair grows fucking crazy.
one of excitement, confusion, and hot debate. Due to both the announcement interview and the trailer making no mention of Xbox exclusivity or even Xbox Game Pass or really even Xbox as a platform, many are left asking, will this be an Xbox
I see you,
exclusive?
Jacob.
Needless to say, this has led to very passionate debates and arguments on both sides of the issue. Many are saying it is, many are saying it is not, and it's sort of just going back and forth like that. So first, I want to walk through what exactly happened. The announcement and the trailer not only have aspects of this, but we also have folks in the press saying that, listen, we asked about this already, and the answers they were given were pretty interesting. We also have the trailer landing on the Xbox YouTube channel along with the tweet from the official Xbox account. But even after all of that, we are still left with what feels like a fairly large question mark.
It's not a large question mark, though. It's quite simple. Bethesda own Arcane. Bethesda are owned by Xbox. It's going to be an Xbox exclusive. I'd rather it came to PlayStation. I'd rather it be available on all platforms. But it's not even a conversation to be had until they say, oh, by the way, we're porting to PlayStation as well. I hate getting my hair cut or getting it a shape. Why? Why would you hate getting your hair cut? I like getting my hair cut because like a nice trim and a nice new fade looks quite good. Especially because I got all the proper like box shape head. So quite a square sort of similar shaped head to Alex, but fat. So having my hair cut quite suits me really good.
Second, I want to look at the reactions, not just to the trailer, but to the question in general. I posted my own poll.
I tried growing my hair out. It goes fucking crazy. And dandruff goes fucking nuts as well. My hair goes curly when it goes long. So it gets really annoying and I hate washing it. I don't want Sony to have it because of the salt. But I don't mind it coming on every platform, you know what I mean? I think every game should be on every platform still. But you'll never get rid of exclusives, but if this is a good game, excuse me, because Deathloop was fucking awful, I hope they do a better job than Deathloop. It's going to be third person, so it's a new one for Arcane, so hopefully they'll do a good job of this. Probably be on Steam. Oh, 100% be on Steam. That's one thing I do like about Xbox. They have the Xbox Store on PC, but they'll also release it on Steam and Epic Game Store as well, which I think is really cool.
On Twitter, and I've been watching the developing discourse and the debate around this for a few days now. Some are just curious, while others are getting a bit testy. Lastly, I will tell you what I think.
Doesn't the Blade guy look like what's his name? Django Unchained guy. Jacob, you'll know. I can't think of his name. He really looks like him there. Actually, I thought Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. Yeah. See, I thought Jamie Foxx would be an amazing guy to play Blade. Jamie Foxx would be fucking epic to play Blade because I love Jamie Foxx as an actor. I think he's funny as hell. This guy here, he looks like Jamie Foxx.
There are a lot of possibilities here, and one possibility is growing in its probability and its life.
No, he's not too old. He's not too old to play the character, I don't think so. Plus, with like what they can do these days and make him look younger. But Jamie Foxx would have made a good Blade. I mean, you gotta admit that.
Likelihood with every passing day. So first, what happened? Well, during the Game Awards of 2023, this Blade announcement trailer that you were just looking at, it was shown. It's pretty short. It only lasts a minute and a half, but the art style is strong. Voice acting is good. It sets up the setting, the tone of Blade as a character. And my initial impression was excitement. Like, yes, give us more games from Marvel. We know they want to make more games. We know they want to be more involved. So especially when the interview with Jeff Keighley showed that the Arcane Lion team, or Leon team, it's actually pronounced Leon. I always want to say Lion. That team...
Wow, he rambles. This whole monologue bullshit gets me. I don't think I could do this monologue style ever. Like, I'd prefer to talk to like the chat. There's no point in these guys saying fuck all in the chat here because he's not going to say anything for the first 15 minutes. I don't know.
Team is the team that will be working on it. This is the team behind the Dishonored series and Deathloop. And even though I wasn't a huge fan of Deathloop, I thought the art style and the first-person mechanics felt really good.
Yeah, I'll give them that. The art style of Deathloop is okay. The art style of the Blade game looks good. So it's the similar sort of art style to Dishonored, which I don't mind that at all. I like that sort of feeling. The look they went for in Dishonored was really cool, but it suited the environment as well. So it might not suit the environment they go for, but they're going for Paris. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they get a gameplay trailer sometime next year. Blade will launch title on the next gen console. So left the Xbox logo off, I think. You reckon? No, hang on. Did they put any kind of release window on it? No, they didn't, did they? Jimmy Fallon is, but Jimmy Fallon.
Good, but I was really excited when I found out this team was going to be making it third person. Okay, both Deathloop and Dishonored games are really solid first-person games, but I really think a game like Blade needs to be in the third person. We need to see the character, we need to see the sword coming off of his back as they make that sort of the crescendo of the trailer. And then folks started pointing out that the trailer and the interview made no mention of Xbox exclusivity or Xbox Game Pass. The interview focused mainly on Blade and why Arcane was such a great fit and why they're so passionate about making it. The interview even ends with the game director from Arcane, Leon, emphasizing the words third person. He really...
I don't even know why he's having this conversation, and I don't even know why PlayStation fanboys have been having this conversation. That's Cage. Oh, I need to watch that. Yeah, I don't even know why they're even thinking of it. I think it's the hopium because Deathloop was contracted to come out on PlayStation. They'd signed the contract for it to come out on PlayStation, and I think they're hoping. This is one thing I heard someone say, or saw it on Twitter, that they were hoping that the contract for Blade was like something they'd cooked up before Bethesda was bought by Xbox. And I was like, nah, this is brand new. It's not going to happen. Also, Blade is a spin-off comic. FTC is still trying to look at it. Yeah, I've seen that as well. I've seen that one as well. About the FTC still looking in. I don't understand that bullshit because, like, they're just wasting US taxpayers' dollars. Blade is actually... Oh, really? Spin-off comic that Tomb Raider... Ooh. I didn't know that. Mind you, I don't know a lot of things about comics.
Really emphasize that. I think that was a question in my mind and probably many others, and I love that he emphasized that. It's like, I think that's really important for a game like this, feeling really good. But he also said, let us cook. And I love this coming from developers now. They're like, listen, let us cook. Like, let us make a great game. Let us take our time. So the interview, the announcement, and the trailer, they don't just avoid saying Xbox exclusive or Xbox Game Pass. They avoid saying Xbox entirely. It's never mentioned. I rewatched the interview just to make sure one more time. It's
right, Jiggy. I don't know what interview he's going on about. I think it's just the short interview with Jeff Keighley. When the team was on stage with him, or the two guys were on stage with him, that's what he's talking about. Microsoft say you can have Blade as long as you port. That would be a good one. Give us Spider-Man, we'll give you Blade. That'll be funny, actually. I would love to see them make that deal. Ponies would be seething. Making a game with this, making food, yeah, it's not.
It's not just the trailer. The gentlemen on stage don't even utter the word.
Yeah, it was the stage guys he's talking about.
Xbox. Now, keep this in mind when we look at the Xbox tweet in a moment, because I think this is very, very important, all right? The discussion started kicking up on Twitter and YouTube about this. We learned from Stephen Totillo of Axios that he actually asked about this very thing. He asked about Xbox exclusivity with Blade, and he said that, quote, Disney told me that's a question for Bethesda. Now, this has been wrongfully interpreted as meaning that exclusivity is up to Bethesda, like it's their decision. This is simply not true. We know this is not true. He is saying that the question on exclusivity is one to direct to Bethesda. He says that's a question for Bethesda. Like, listen, if you want to ask that question, you're going to have to go ask them. I find the response to be odd, mainly because gaming press outlets are interpreting this as meaning that Bethesda's in charge of exclusivity and the decision about that. Okay.
Yeah, well, they probably are. If Bethesda can ask Xbox, listen, can we have this on other consoles as well? But I don't think so, because Starfield would have been on other consoles as well. So if Starfield is going to be an exclusive, I'm guessing a smaller game like Blade is going to be an exclusive.
You don't know what you're talking about if you're reporting that, okay? Let's just track with this, okay?
What if Xbox did any more deals with Marvel? They're probably trying, because they know if they get a good name, sort of, I don't know, you could get a Captain America game, you could get fucking all kinds of other Marvel characters. I mean, Doctor Strange would be an interesting one. That would be quite an interesting one. But, you know, all them characters you can get. I'm surprised no one's done a fucking proper Iron Man VR game yet. I think that would be quite... I know there's been some sort of Iron Man demo, but I think that would be really cool. You get Deadpool. There has been a Deadpool game, yeah. Actually, I should be asked for Microsoft and not Marvel. I don't know. But Deadpool, I know there has been a Deadpool game, but I don't know if it was any good.
This is something that the publisher would decide. The rights holder would decide. This would be up to the licensing deal and the decision that they came to. Bethesda would be the last person in the exchange to make that decision. Just look at how Phil Spencer told them that not just, you know, new IP, but all IP will be exclusive in the future. It's up to Xbox. It's not up to Bethesda. So this question that he asked, he was basically told, like, listen, you got to direct that question to Bethesda, which is a really interesting response in general. Like, why would Disney be unwilling to speak to that? I mean, if they negotiated the deal and they went with a multi-plat or an exclusivity deal, what's the deal there? Why wouldn't you just say that? Why would you like, oh, you got to go ask Bethesda? So we learned during the FTC trial that Bethesda would have no say in exclusivity. So many people, I think, are misreading that comment. That, again, would be up to Xbox, or it could be up to Marvel in the negotiations, right? They may have said, we don't want to be exclusive. We know that this title would do very well as a multi-plat, all right?
That is a point. I mean, if Marvel said, like, we want on all platforms to get the licensing, he probably does have a point there, but I don't think Xbox would want... I think Xbox would have wanted it as an exclusive. Now, Spider-Man being a Sony exclusive is fine because it's made by Insomniac, and Sony own the rights to the Spider-Man movie, so Marvel don't... I don't really know how that works. Indiana Jones, Elden Ring... Elden Ring? Xbox games are over the next year. They're all mad that a Marvel game isn't going to PlayStation. Xbox games over the next 10 years. Blade. Yeah. Oh, Indiana Jones. Elden's... that's what you're trying to say. That's what confused then. Elder Scrolls. There's a lot as well. There's like Hellblade. Fable. There's a few other things. Xbox paid handsomely, trust me. Probably, yeah. I can imagine Xbox went, here's a stack of cash, we want your game exclusive. Simple. Insomniac wasn't owned by Sony. They were... Yeah, originally, yeah. Now they're owned by Sony, yeah. Fire Strike, I was going, sorry, but it doesn't have the... Sorry, but it doesn't have a point. It really doesn't make sense for PS. No, probably not. I'm starting to get tired now, if you know this. I'm about to finish the stream in a bit. I just want to hear what he says a bit further. Also watch Dune. Ah, yeah. I want to see that as well. That looks really good.
Now, think about how this has transpired. We learned from the FTC trial that Phil walks in the room and tells them, listen, all future titles will be exclusive, and this surprised the CFO, Tim.
Well, that's all he really needs to know. All future titles will be exclusive. That's why there isn't a conversation to be had. I mean, there's a very small argument, like I said, with the whole Marvel thing, but if Xbox threw enough money their way to have the licensing for Blade, then, well, Blade's going to be exclusive to Xbox.
Stewart, and now they won't even speak to whether or not Blade is an exclusive. In the midst of all of this, the Axios article that prompted Stephen Totillo to ask this question, and about whether or not, he asked about the exclusivity deal, so he published this out on there on Twitter, and somebody said, hey, did you ask about Blade? Listen to what a Disney executive said about Indiana Jones and Xbox exclusivity. Now, this comes from Sean Shoptaw, head of gaming at Disney, and he says, on renegotiating the Indiana Jones game's terms at the request of Microsoft to make it Xbox or PC exclusive after Microsoft bought its development studio with, quote, Xbox still being one of the bigger marketplaces for games, we didn't feel we were going to be overly exclusionary. We felt like it's still going to reach a broad set of folks, and we felt financially and strategically for the game that made sense at the time. Okay, that last part seems...
I wish he'd put the fucking writing on the screen. Fallout, Forza Horizon 6, Japan, South Midnight, Fable. Oh shit, yeah, there's Avowed. That's another one. Avowed is one I am actually looking forward to. It looks like Elder Scrolls with decent combat. Xbox and PC users and more numbers of PlayStation users. Xbox PC users. Oh hell yeah! Fucking daily Steam users have got more than PlayStation users.
It's pretty important. It made sense at the time, and they justified the decision to go exclusive with Xbox because they refer to Xbox as still one of the bigger marketplaces for games. Well, Xbox just spent a big portion of 2023 telling the FTC and the whole world that they're in third place and that they are way behind.
They're not going to be third place for long. If PlayStation's roadmap doesn't look any better by, I'd say, summer next year, there's going to be a lot more Xboxes flying off shelves. Or, Xbox games are going to... A lot of Xboxes don't fly off the shelves because you've got more places you can play their games day and date. So if you've got a PC, you're not going to go out and buy if you've got a decent PC, you're not going to go out there and buy an Xbox. I won't buy an Xbox. I've got a fucking 4080. What's the point of me, having an extra box in my house? I've got a PS5 because I wanted to play some of the exclusives, but, realistically, the only thing I'd want an Xbox for, which a Series S would do the job, would be some of the older games that are on Game Pass. Is literally it. Like you can play like Banjo-Kazooie and all that, but I'll just emulate all that shit. Well, that's why I don't bother.
So perhaps Disney's ideas about exclusivity have changed. More than that, Xbox's own CFO said recently that first-party games would start appearing more and more on platforms that were previously considered competitors. Now, some tried to insist that he was only talking about Activision Blizzard games, but that made no sense of his remarks given that he was talking broadly about the future, not games that are already on PlayStation and Nintendo like Call of Duty and Minecraft. Mere days after that came to light, As Dusk Falls, which is a game published by Xbox Game Studios, was announced to be coming to PlayStation. So if you look at...
Yeah, some will. I'm surprised Xbox didn't bother with putting Sea of Thieves on PlayStation as well. Make it cross-platform. Most PlayStation games sold this year are owned by Xbox. Yeah, it's just Call of Duty. I love my Series X. I'd like a Series S, just a small one. Just to play older games. It'd be great for like a living room console type thing. So you could just put it on and play some of them older titles, because I know the ones that aren't available on PC, such as like Gears of War 2 and 3. And I don't know if 4 is available on PC, but it's really annoying because I'd like to play Gears of War 2, well, 1 I can get on PC, but I'd like to play 2 and 3 again as well. Ponies, well, what's never going to happen? Oh. Ponies 1 was never going to happen. Then my reading skills are deteriorating the later it gets here. If you're not from the UK, it's like getting towards 9:15 at night, so... The Blu-ray drive on the Series X is awesome. Yeah, that's the only thing I got the disc version of the PlayStation for, because I have the Dragon Ball Super collection upstairs, and then BBC decides, oh yeah, we'll just stick it all on iPlayer for you. I was like, oh, now I don't need the DVD collection anymore. That's annoying.
Look at the timeline of things. Phil Spencer tells Famitsu that he sees Nintendo and PlayStation as part of the Xbox community. Tim Stewart, Xbox's CFO, tells a Wells Fargo summit that going forward they will have a slight change in strategy and start putting first-party titles on PlayStation and...
Well, that's a good thing. And I think PlayStation should start doing it for Xbox as well. Yeah, as customers, yeah. You really didn't like Super. I like Super, but there's just some bits of it where I was like, it went wrong. And some bits, like, I think Goku Black was one of the best ones, but the art style of Z is better than Super by far. I think the art style in Super was a bit, it went wrong. Starfield is not going to PlayStation. I don't think they can be bothered with I think Starfield is, it's getting really bad press, not press, but it's getting shat on a lot at the moment. And that's by people that originally liked it as well. Dragon Ball. Oh, Dragon Ball, the original. Yeah, I love Dragon Ball. I wanted to rewatch that, but I couldn't find anywhere to rewatch it. And I was not shelling out for the DVD collection. The original Dragon Ball for the 90s. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I love the original Dragon Ball. It's so good. It's the monkey... Tale of the Monkey King, yeah. That's what it's based on. That's another game I'm looking forward to. Wukong. Black Myth Wukong, yeah. That's like the Monkey King tale as well. But that's what Goku originally was supposed to be, and then they... Journey to the West, that was it, yeah. Journey to the West. I don't know the original story, but I did like the way it is like sort of done in Dragon Ball. I really enjoyed Dragon Ball, it's good. Dragon Ball Z was great until after the Cell games, and then it went. Boo Saga was a bit wacky. It's still alright. Imagine if they called it Wukong Unleashed. Yeah, that'd be cool. The game, yeah, that'd be quite cool actually. I've also cut off with Gundam. That's something I haven't watched in ages. That's another one. It's really hard to find online. I used to love watching Gundam. It was on Cartoon Network here. I used to fucking love watching Gundam. That and Dragon Ball Z. I used to come home from school like, yeah, let's go.
Nintendo, and then As Dusk Falls, a game published by Xbox Game Studios, announces that it's coming to PlayStation 5. And the crowning part of all of this timeline is that you have this huge reveal announcement for Arcane, and an Xbox-owned studio simply won't say anything about Xbox or Xbox exclusivity. Now, if we look at the Xbox tweet, I have to do all that to kind of set the stage for the context of why this announcement's being, sort of combed over and scrutinized. If we look at the Xbox tweet, there it is on screen for you, so you know I'm not misquoting.
We're thrilled to see how Bethesda and Arcane Leon, the studio behind Dishonored and Deathloop, work on the Marvel's games. Being Marvel's Blade, a new single-player game, third-person action adventure. Well, it's all in there. It's an Xbox official Twitter handle, and it's saying we're thrilled to see Bethesda and Arcane Leon studio. Yes, that's enough to say that it's going to be an Xbox-only title. That there wouldn't tell me that it's coming to all consoles. Unless they announce, yes, it's coming to PlayStation 2. Then I'll be like, oh, right, cool, yeah, it's coming to PlayStation 2. As Dusk Falls wasn't first party. Doesn't it say Xbox Studio on it, though? Xbox Game Studio. Oh, it does.
They say, we're thrilled to see Bethesda and Arcane Leon, the studio behind Dishonored and Deathloop, work with Marvel Games to bring you Marvel's Blade, a new single-player third-person action-adventure game set in the heart of Paris. And then they link to the trailer on their YouTube channel. I really want you to look at this tweet, okay? Because people thought that this tweet was the end of the matter. I literally saw people who are looked to as a source of information in the gaming world, and they thought...
PS blows. You're late to the party, boy. I'm getting to that point of the night where I'm starting to get deflated.
That, like, well, this settles it. There you go. It's an Xbox exclusive. read the tweet, okay? There is absolutely zero ownership language in this tweet. They
They've been doing work in here, been with some woman.
are thrilled to see Bethesda and Arcane work with Marvel Games. They're not saying that they're involved. They're not saying they're a part of this. They're like, hey, we're thrilled to see this happening. It seems like they're distant from this. It's very sort of disconnected. I mean, anybody could tweet this. I'm thrilled to see Bethesda and Arcane Leon working with Marvel on Blade. Like, anybody can say that. There's no ownership here. It doesn't seem like they're involved, and this doesn't say, again, anything about exclusivity. Now, if you go to the actual link and you go to the YouTube channel, that one doesn't have anything in it that has changed other than an outro and intro Xbox logo, like the little Xbox sound that they do on the intro and outro of things with their logo.
Oh, Battleground just dropped me a game there. So I lost concentration there. Is that a Steam game? What have you got me now? Ah, my Steam closed. Better not be an update now. Fuck, crash my stream. Let's see what you got me. Activate. Paste. Zombie Army Tribble. What the fuck is that? What's a library? Oh, it's that one. Any good? Cheers, Baron Grodd. He's a hell of a guy. Fair play to him. An awesome game, is it? Just always humble. Oh, you got humble bundle stuff. I'm majority pissed off. My save data for Pokemon's. No, that's fucking annoying. I've been getting a problem with The Witcher 3 at the moment. I run it like fully ray traced and everything for some weird reason. It crashes after about 2, maybe 3 hours. Fucking irritating. Oh. I don't have it, I never played it. Oh, fair enough. I don't know. Cheers, Baron God. I'll probably try it out. It's only a tiny game. Tiny file size anyway. And that's coming from someone with 6 terabytes of SSD space. You'd be surprised how much of that SSD space I got left. My Steam library's grown way too big. I'm playing Sparks of Hope on the Nintendo Switch. Cool, any good? I don't pick up my Switch enough, especially now I've got a Steam Deck. Fucking hell. I'm on my Steam Deck, like, I use the Steam Deck just so I don't have to use my PC so much. I'll leave my PC on so much. And then, I was in the hospital the other day, I had to get my medication for like 2 hours. IV treatment. I go once every 6 weeks. And it was so nice because I was just playing Hades in the hospital. And then, make sure I just connect it to my phone through hotspot on my phone just to make sure it cloud syncs. It's good to go when I got home on my PC. Carry on my progress. Great. I love having my Steam library on the go. Have you got overclock? Have I got an overclock on my PC? No, to be fair, my PC is everything is out of the box settings. It's like my DDR5. I didn't bother doing anything with that because it's at like 4800 base speed at 32 gigabytes, so it didn't feel like I needed it to be any faster. My GPU's at base clock and my CPU's at base clock, so no. I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes it won't crash. It just crashes the desktop. It literally just goes straight to desktop. But it's like, it doesn't happen all the time. Only sometimes, and it'll be after like 2 or 3 hours. I must be doing something in the game that's causing it to happen. But I've got graphics settings to max. Ray tracing on max. Everything. That's how I play most of my games. Just like, I put my GPU to work. I had a nice little heater right next to my legs. Right, fuck this guy. Oh, you know what? I've had enough for one night. I'm gonna probably get you guys over to Minxie. I think Jacob said she was streaming. Let's have a look. I'm getting tired. Something I do. Oh, Minxie said, oh, she's playing Pie Animals. That does look fun in all fairness. I'll save that. When I bugger off, you'll all go to Minxie's. Oh, I've got nothing left in my drink. I would redirect you to Gaz's stream, but he has got redirects enabled. Right, boys and girls. This week I'm definitely going to try and get a video out somehow. Because I have been way too lazy. And I've been doing way too much Christmas stuff. Something I hate doing. I can't wait till this time of year is over. I can get it over and done with. I can get my presents over to people and I've still got cards to buy and I can't be fucking arsed with it. Take my time, yeah, with the video. Fuck. I should have made a video this week, but I had unfortunate circumstances this week and the house was not quiet enough. I have to have the house. I have to have not a pin drop when I'm making a video because this microphone will just pick up everything. Plus I need to be undisturbed as well, which in my house doesn't happen. Really doesn't happen that often. Right. That'll do it for me. Boys, I'm going to redirect you to Minxie. Say hello to Minxie for me. See you later.